The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Yeah. And yet here we are. Greetings and welcome once again to Roman of the Empire. I am your host, Roman. Tonight we have an all-star panel to discuss one of my favorite movies, 1999's Fight Club. This movie was a bit controversial when it came out. I think it's actually aged very well, though. And it's a movie that has a lot of layers, much like cannoli. There are a lot of layers here. It's not just the cream filling, it's not just the shell, it's not the delightful sprinkles on top. There's so much more to it than that. Because it's a movie about consumerism. It's a movie about masculinity and society and mental illness, and there's just layer. And what you get is a movie that stands up very well. When you watch it, you forget it's 1999. And like I said, I think it just holds up very well. And we're going to dive into every bit of this movie and every crevice of Helena Bonham Carter. So let's get rolling and do our introductions, and we shall go around here and meet the peeps. With me, as always, he is my partner on this channel. He's my wingman. He once stopped me from bombing Los Angeles because worker bees can leave. Even drones fly away. The queen is their slave. He is Shield Wall of Dragons. Welcome back, my friend. And I need to throw a special thank you to Shield Wall. He was fully prepared to do this stream in my absence. I just skidded into the driveway, ripped through the house. I had to take Pippin to the vet. Pippin, much beloved Pippin the dog, and it was it was what it was. So thank you, Shield Wall, and welcome, my friend. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? So this movie it's a movie. I never saw it in 1999. I can't remember why. Oh, I remember why now. I was deployed somewhere, but
you're bullshit. No one's buying
military.
In the military.
I don't know. We were maybe bombing Bosnia or something at that point.
Wow.
Wow. They had it coming.
Yeah. But anyway, this is an interesting movie. But yes, the messaging in it is very apropos to the current day. More so than people are like, oh, that's just crazy talk. This movie is insane. I can't even believe how crazy it is. And then, now they're like, maybe they got a point. Anyway, Thanks for having me on. Happy to be here. And who knows how this would have went if you weren't here, but I'm sure it would have went
better.
It would have been fine.
There are people here who do their own streams. We could have filled in. Come on.
Anyone could have done it. Shield Ball and Mando have access to the Romans video vault though for all my screenshots. Nice. So speaking of, she will tell you if this is the way. Books, games, or movies. She is armored up and ready to fight. She is Untamed Mando. Welcome back, Mando. I texted Mando as well. I'm like, dude, I may fuck this away. Please be ready to help out. And she's like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha. So thank you. And how are you doing? Put your scissors away. Put the scissors away.
My scissor brother isn't here, so I wanted to make sure everyone was aware that I have dueling scissors at the moment in commemoration of my scissor brother who is not here. But they shall remain over here, still in sight, but out of the mind.
He's not dead, by the way. Joker's just fucking around on another stream tonight, so don't panic. He's fine. We know where he is. So, Mando, I go back to Mando being generally the one of the youngest members on the panel. Had you seen this film before?
I have not seen it all in one sitting, but I have seen all of it through bits and pieces and stuff. Today was where I sat down and watched it all the way through in one sitting. I actually really enjoy this movie. It also kind of like ties into I subscribe to a lot of the stoicism like ideology and mindset and stuff. If like you don't know what that is, it's very ancient Greek mindset, very masculine kind of like it, but it's just basically self-discipline and a mindset to have, and some of the points in the movie actually kind of line up perfectly with stoicism, except for his big thing was self-control and self-discipline. Which, I mean,
we are masters on this program. So, Frank Yately, and you're new to the stream, and welcome. So the scissors were brought about. We were watching The Last of Us, and it was about the interpersonal relationship between the fetal alcohol syndrome looking girl and her girlfriend. So that's where we get that. So
yes, we are being hip and representation, and yeah.
And so it is what it is.
It's a joke.
Elusive mountain beast or weird guy in a van by the river. He is Cannoli Sasquatch. My goodness.
It's both. It's both. God, get it right.
I was going to say, wait a second. You're describing like 4 people on this panel right now.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not just me, but I'll take it. Thank you.
Well, welcome
Roman.
back, buddy.
Saying I live in a van?
Huh? Back on the panel.
Yes, thank you. My work lord,
the
the god of work, let me off finally for one Thursday night, and I'm glad to be here because I love this movie. Rewatching it is kind of scary. The place where we're at in the world now, and watching this, Tyler Durden's whole philosophy is not necessarily a bad thing. He just takes it to an extreme level where he basically becomes a terrorist.
I don't even understand. But that is all perspective. I don't
the only thing I wish they would have changed is the rules. Like I know the first rule is whatever, don't talk about Fight Club, but the other rule was you have to fight the first time you actually come to visit. Instead of actual fist fighting, tickle fights would have been better.
That would have been a different movie with a different rating.
I'm just saying, it would have threw everybody off.
I don't think we want to see that Fight Club.
No, well,
we do with Victoria's Secret and Playboy Playmates.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't have to be between men, Roman. Get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, you said Roman.
I apologize. Went right to the cock.
Wow.
That's not good.
Wow. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
His beard started a Fight Club too intense for Bob's tits. He is Beard of Liberty. I'm sorry. That was a rough one. I apologize. I was kind of struggling on this one. So, but welcome, Beard. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me. Truth be told, I kind of forgot that I was on this and had to watch this movie at 1.5 times speed and finished it about 30 minutes before the show. But I don't think I missed too much. But yeah, I kind of agree with what everybody's been saying so far. Just kind of seeing it now through a different lens. And it was, of course, a first watch for me. I'm sure y'all are not surprised. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun kind of diving into this.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, no, I love this movie. This is like a top 10 for me. And again, at the time, it was a very controversial film. Oprah had a whole thing about it. And, I say, fuck Oprah. That's what I say.
Yep. Really? Man, that's disgusting, dude.
In a literal, not literal.
That statement about the 2 dudes, so,
You're true. He is the man that knows all the things about all the things. That just shouldn't be the unbearable 73. Matt Loaf. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Roman,
and again, a special thanks to Matt as well today. I had to call Matt today as well because fucking YouTube changed the way that you look at it, and I thought I'd fuck something up, and Matt had to walk me off the ledge. So thank you, Matt.
There is a plug-in, by the way, for those listening who don't want to see the new YouTube. You can get it and revert it. Anywho,
I am too stupid to do that on my own. So it's a hot mess.
I am not highly enamored of this movie. I watched it back in 98 or whatever when it came out, and I thought it was a well done movie. There's some writing problems I have here and there with it. I'm not understanding parts of it. This is where so I said, let me go read the book because my cousin watched the movies and read all this guy's books. So let me go read the book. Now, to put this in context, okay, I work in IT. I have to read atrociously boring, droll, complicated like manuals and pound my way through technical documentation. I've learned calculus. I have to do obscure math and insane crap. I've read Stephen R. Donaldson, the most obtuse fantasy writer of all time. I actually at one point read Immanuel Kant's stuff, which is the most obtuse thing ever done in any language on the earth. Okay, I got 1.5 chapters in the Fight Club and said, "This sucks. I can't read this guy's writing. It's atrociously."
I've read like 4 of his books, dude. I love Chuck Palahniuk.
I can't. I just something about his writing, the way he wrote, it felt like trying to eat cereal if someone poured like 40 bags of those snap popper things in there, and it's hard to describe. And why I would know what that is like is because that was a dare in college. Like take your.
I say that's a bit odd, but you go with it.
Yeah, but so I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not gonna like everything everyone ever wrote. So I'm not gonna comment on any book, movie, crap, or whatever. I'm thinking just about this movie, and I think as I've gotten older, like I've not no secret of this. I am in, I guess you would say, remission from mental illness. I've been in treatment on it over the years. And anytime movies address mental illness since I've been young, that's the first thing I always think about. Or anything, TV shows. I talk about Naruto all the time, for example. Anything that addresses it. So when I see a movie like this, where the character's dealing with mental illness, because that's what's going on. We're spoiling a 20-year-old movie, guys. Sorry to have to do it with spoilers.
What? Yeah. Stop it! You're here.
I look at it. I'm like, there's always the question: how much of it was in his head versus wasn't in his head. Then it was, would a person of that sort of mental illness really do those things, or could they like that? That was what troubles me with the plot of this film. Like, not so much the acting is all great. The concept of the story of the secret fight club and him having a split personality kind of works, right? I'm okay there. But his particular character, and I tend to like Ed Norton as an actor, by the way, just so you know. But though his character journey in this movie, it didn't jive for me. Like all the stuff he and his alternate personality did, and then when it gets to the point where there's a massive nationwide conspiracy that is, spoilers, taking down all those buildings, right? At that point, like, okay, it's got to be in his head by this time. Because there's no way you could generate that much of a conspiracy with like one crazy guy. It's just impossible.
I don't know. There's a lot of crazy to go around, Matt. So
not to accomplish what we did there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'm just trying to put perspective. I'm not shit crapping on this movie on purpose. I have legitimate problems. I respect the artistic level of work.
That's what we have these talks for. Yeah. It's not. If we all have the same opinion, then it's just me on the.
There is no mention of the Speed Force in the entire thing, so we're starting off on good ground.
That's a win. That's a win. That's a win. Is the red-headed giant in the land of the rising sun? Our good friend James Harris, the Ginger Ninja. Welcome back, James.
Hey, thank you for having me. I just wanted to, it's a bit difficult following that up. Where do I begin? I guess I'm on the opposite spectrum of Matt here. I think I'm in the same boat of you. As like I really enjoyed this movie. It's one of those movies I had no idea what I was getting into, like The Matrix. I think it was around this.
Yes.
I had no idea.
They were good back then about holding back. Yeah. When you get a preview, you saw something, but you didn't get the entire plot of the fucking movie.
Yep. And it was something like that really surprised me. I remember I went and watched it with my friend who was studying film at the time, and he was like, "You got to go see this movie. You got to go see this movie." And we get in there. I'm with him and his fiance, and I lean over to him. I think it's spoilers. I lean over to him. I think it was at the basement scene where this conversation is over, and I just leaned over. And I leaned over to him and was like, "Dude, split personality." And he looked at me. He's like, he just started laughing because he had already seen the movie. And then when the movie was finished, just like, how the hell did you know that? I was like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But no, really enjoyed it, loved it, watched it. And one thing that I don't know if a lot of people talk about, but the soundtrack, kick ass.
Oh, that's
the 1990s, bro. All those soundtracks.
Yep. Really, I mean, I remember listening to that soundtrack over and over. But again, we could talk about that later. Thanks for having me on, and hope to hear everybody's thoughts on it.
Right on,
Good.
right on. Ego would have started a fight club were it not for his poor depth perception. Welcome back, my good friend, Left Eye Ego.
Jesus.
Ironically, that is how I lost my eye and became Left Eye Ego. I was literally trying to train, ironically, for a non-contact tournament, and that's how I lost my eye. So I was going to be a fight club, and then it just ended up just being
Roman, you insensitive bastard! How dare you?
I'm sorry it didn't work out for you.
I know. I wanted to be a cage fighter, bro.
Maybe there's like a different fight club for special, like a Special Olympics one or something.
Special ed fight club.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to check it out.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Sorry, Ego. I love you.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Ego, but at least it wasn't a fucking cat.
Oh.
That is true. I'll take that. I'll tell you that story one day.
Yo, guys, it's only fun to take an eye out.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie.
So Ego, I'm gonna guess this was a first time view for you, given your limited.
So that's I'm not gonna lie. So I think when I was 17 and I was actually of age to watch a radar movie, I went to go see The Matrix. Which I had The Matrix, Fight Club. What was the other one? Sleepy Hollow, and I think what was Sixth Sense. So it was a mind fuck for 4 straight movies, and I would love to tell you how great. And I was looking at the score and everything, but I'm not gonna lie, I was just trying to look for titties. As
even back then, man.
Ego, I actually have a question, a serious question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's yes. Well, so I said I mentioned I'm mentally ill, and certain things prior to my treatment look a different look. I perceive differently. So with your eyesight issue, are there things like movies with say visual effects you've seen before with the both eyes and one with after that look different, like to your perception?
Yes, but it's more of like the shading. It looks, I can't see how sharp it is, so things kind of look a little bit dull. So 3D movies are out, by the way, but yeah, with 2 eyes and 1 eye, it's just I kind of have to angle my.
Did your depth perception change?
Oh yeah, like whenever I try to boot my wife on the nose, but it's like
you got to really
it takes a while to find stuff. So
did Roman just pull of Ed Norton at the end of the movie?
I think Roman just yeeted himself.
See you later, Roman.
It's way off topic for this, Ego, but I'd be curious if you want to get together and talk about that because you and I have both perspectives on perceiving the world differently after life-changing events. Hell
yeah, dude, I'm in that. Yeah, it's only been maybe like I
don't know if anyone else has that sort of thing. Like I said, my mental illness was my catalyst. This is the eye.
Yeah,
and you have this similar experience with a significant change to your neurological processing. I want to get on maybe a pre-recorded thing I post up there or whatever. Well, I'll DM me. I'll put something together.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely.
Oh. Look at him. Look at that. He's having a boomer moment. Look at him.
He's raging.
Roman, where did you go? I can't.
Shield Wall conquer his conquer.
He's in and out. Okay. Oh boy.
Shield Wall, you're the host now, baby. Go for it.
Shield Wall, it's all you, buddy. Scrub, baby, scrub.
Take it away, dude.
We still got at least one more intro.
Yeah, we can see how Gray's been doing over there in Japan.
I'll make it short and sweet, hopefully. First time to watch it in a long time. I've only seen it once before. I saw it on DVD, didn't see it at the cinema. 1999, that was the year of The Matrix for me. I didn't know it was a box office flop. I just found that out. I had no idea. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's genius. And the acting, the soundtrack, the whole look of it, performances, the ideas, what it's talking about, everything it goes into. And I hate the way it's been kind of hijacked in interviews as a kind of say the word INCEL movie and all that nonsense. So yeah, love this movie.
Yeah.
Well, interesting you say that, Greg, because the 1990s had a whole bunch of movies, like from 1990 to 2000, Falling Down with Michael Douglas.
Wow. Great movie.
American Psycho came out the year after this Fight Club, I think. There's some others in there with this sort of people experiencing these mental health issues,
breaking down,
and society like wrecking them. And
true.
I'm sure if I think about it, I come up with 4 or 5 more films easy in that time period. just for the knockoff effect alone. Like Fight Club probably had a knockoff called Fist Club or whatever. It's like,
wow, that's a different movie for a different platform.
I don't want to see
Right?
I threw that lob out there, and someone took the home run.
Wow.
Jesus.
I didn't know that it was a financial flop. Everyone was talking about it.
I didn't
much
either.
Work. I was like, I felt like the only person that didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here.
I apologize
Yeah.
for my brief exit there. I was having I think Jacob may have sent some raccoons my way because it became very disturbing very fast. So I didn't get to do. Gray, you're already here. But I had a swell introduction for you. Oh God, I lost it though. I believe.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
Put this into
It was something along the lines of.
We make this
He's
joke
a mad,
all the time.
The mad Englishman from Japan, and he's Genki as fuck. That's what your intro was. So,
Nice.
Great to be here. Great to be on this panel. It's a rare Friday off, as we mentioned before we went live. It's a holiday in Japan. It's the Emperor's birthday. The power of the Emperor.
What the hell? We just had presidents. I didn't get any days off. I gotta move to Japan.
So
Cannoli just keeps moving to different countries.
Yeah, I'm like, I just want days off. No days. I want every day of the week off.
he shows up at Spain. You guys have days off
tells
here
his
in
boss,
Spain?
he's like,
Yeah,
technically, I live in France now.
Yeah, you got Wednesdays off? Cool, I'm moving there.
Good. But it's just so happy to have you back, Gray. We haven't been on a stream together in a minute just because our schedules are always going this way. So I'm just, you hit me up today. I was just so excited to have you on, though, dude. So let's say hi to everybody out there. We're going to zip through this real quick because we do have an awful lot to talk about. Our good friend Tom from Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Melvin Deeply from across the pond. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. The Gooch is in the house. Welcome, Gooch. Boosh McFadden. Always good. I got a Boosh and a Gooch. It's a lot of work to keep track of, folks. I'm not going to lie. Ludadio. Help me. Matt?
I would say Ludatio, but that's
Ludatio.
So you're new to the chat. Welcome. I have not seen you out there before. It's good to see you. Nosferatu the Vampire, my undead freaking friend from I don't know. I'm a bit.
We're gonna start a tickle fight club soon. So
no tickle fights.
Me and Bluff.
This is Sassy Sasquatch, one of our good friends, and a better friend to some of us than others. On
more than one occasion. I'm sorry.
Absolutely afraid.
Stephen,
Nice.
my ears just had a graygasm. Welcome, Stephen Ransom. And new friend of the show, Sammy Treepeat. He and I have been DMing back and forth. He's like a brother from another mother, as the kids like to say. He and I have an awful lot in common. Very good cat. Welcome. Ducka.
But he has spiders in his garage too.
Shut up. Just shut up, Shield Wall. Ducka.
Daka.
I think is that everybody?
Mother
Maybe everybody.
So
If I missed you, I apologize. But we do need to jump into this stream so we can talk about this fantastic.
Yeah. So to put this movie in a little perspective, this guy Fincher, obviously Alien Cubed was his first movie, Alien 3, right? But the two films he did right before this, we joke about one all the time in a good way. He did Seven and The Game, which I love both those movies.
Wow.
Yep. And then later on, he did the American, the girl with the dragon tattoo, I think.
I never saw that one.
And
he did Zodiac.
That's a bit rough. That's a bit of a rough film.
He was also involved with the TV show Mindhunters, which
excellent best show on Netflix. It was the best show on Netflix.
It is. Yeah, it's a really good show, and they're just freaking morons for canceling it.
Yep, and Fincher definitely has a style. When you're watching something by David Fincher, you know that you're watching something by David Fincher. He has a very distinct visual style.
Yeah, almost just from the color grading of this film, I could have told you that it was a David Fincher film, and I haven't even seen that many of them.
No, yeah, totally. Except for fucking Alien 3, and you want to say, the rest of the work makes up for it, buddy, but
And he made Zodiac, for God's sake. That movie was fantastic.
I love
so
Zodiac.
good.
Zodiac is so good. But fucking
I want to correct myself. He did the original Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the better one, in my opinion.
The first
Oh,
one.
the foreign language film.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's like Swedish or Norwegian or something.
No, yeah, he did. Yeah, the first one was the Swedish one, right?
Yeah.
Did he do that? I thought he did that.
No,
one.
he did the one. He used one of the same actors, but
Oh, maybe that's why I'm thinking that. I thought he did.
yeah,
that.
he did. What was her face?
Yeah, I thought he did the American version with
I know the American one is
Yeah.
Living in Peace and
from the
James
New York
Bond.
Giants ownership.
Yeah. The one that got an alien stuck in her in the Covenant movie.
Yeah, same broad.
Whoa.
So this is a cool camera shot, though. So the entire opening sequence with the Dust Brother music blasting over it, you're backing slowly out from like a cellular level out to the hair that's part of Ed Norton, the narrator, whose name you never really know.
The Pixies
to the
did,
gun in his fucking mouth.
did music for this as well.
What was
That's
that?
what
Matt?
The Pixies did music for this as well.
You get the one song.
That's what Roman looked like in Vegas by the end of the trip.
Flaccid, you shut your fucking dirty poor mouth. Fucking flaccid.
Fuck
That
Flaccid.
is-
He doesn't like Italians.
Very similar. And this is great though.
Oh my god.
Because he asked him a question. All you hear is you see vowels. You can only speak vowels with a gun in your mouth.
Hey, Melvin, we already got that Star Wars horror show. It's called the sequels.
Sheesh.
Oh, Zax. The Zax is here.
Shoulder God.
Hello, Zax. Nice to see you out there, my friend. And so at this point, you're getting Tyler. I know this because Tyler knows this. This is the first hint you get in the movie to anything. But I still love the dialogue for this movie. I love because he's talking about everything else, and he's like, "But all I can think about is how clean that gun is." And Tyler's giving him the, they've got a great view for what's going to happen, and you don't fully know until the camera drops you 20 floors down or whatever into the basement where the truck with the explosives is.
Yeah, great camera work.
And it's just. And again, I know this.
Fantastic camera work.
Just it is. They use some really interesting techniques here. I don't know if it was CGI. It probably was. At least some of it is for sure. In its early days, but just that from the opening scene, that like I said, the backing off from the cell onto the skin up to the fucking gun in the narrator's mouth, to that dropping down into the garage, but. Just everything else, just looking at the lighting of the film right now, that fucking everything has that green fucking overtone. That's just that's a David Fincher fucking one of his hallmarks.
Yep.
A nice shot of Brad Pitt's ass here. That was unintentional, or was it?
I mean, ladies won't mind very much watching this movie. Just saying.
I want to say this might be the first time I saw Brad Pitt, and it was like really cut.
Yeah, he got great shape.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Hey, Brad Pitt is the dude I want to look like the most. I think at one point in life he had the perfect male body.
That's fair. That's fair.
He is still in a non-gay way. He is still in very good shape in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Still in really good shape.
Oh yeah. That was a great movie too.
Maybe a little bit. I don't mind. It's all right. But yeah, dude. So this is what 1999. I'm 29 when this movie came out. So Ed Norton at this point it says, "Hold on, we need to go back a minute." Because he wants to describe what's been going on. And there's where we meet Bob.
Bob's it.
I couldn't sleep.
Poor Bob.
This meeting.
How good was
Remaining
Meatloaf in
men
this?
together.
Great performance.
Oh my
Excellent.
god!
Yeah.
And funny enough,
And you don't even.
Meatloaf was always obese at this time, but he actually had, I don't know if he padded or put on weight, but he had to be bigger for this role than he was at
Now,
Wow.
yeah. This is what Ego had to do after the Cowboys lost this year in the playoffs again.
You know, it's not lying. It's not lying. I'll be since we're being transparent like these men. It's very true. I had a good cry. I'm okay now.
I'm glad.
Jesus, that was a low blow.
Yeah, this part. I was like, wow. I don't know. I don't think I could do this.
Oh, come on, Shield Wall. Can't cry into a man's tits.
Hey, Italian men hug each other all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we do, but not like that. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The hugging part's fine.
Well, we do manly hugs. We were like fleeing each other around.
10 minutes of hugging with all the crying and stuff. No, thank you.
Are we, Shield Wall, are we remaining men together? I hope so.
Yeah.
Remaining men together.
Yeah. He looks comfortable though, right?
Oh my! I just noticed.
Roman, you're roboting.
His neck, like, why? Such an odd angle. His neck is cranked.
Yeah. It's like, God, he's a big dude, Meatloaf. Wow.
Yeah, this is the time in Meatloaf's life when he was still athletic. He would still play softball all the time. He just ate a lot of food, as he put it.
Mm-hmm. And there goes Roman again.
Nice.
God damn it, Roman.
Oh man.
Roman needs to stop talking about Fight Club too much.
Oh.
Who's gonna
Vets realize what he's talking about. They don't like it.
His internet
Great,
just pulled
take it
a
over.
Tyler Durden.
All right, hold on.
Blew up.
Just a quick sort of question while we're waiting for Roman. How many of you think this movie was more in his head than it wasn't?
I think it was more in his head.
A lot more in his head than
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there were some aspects of it that I was so confused about. Like, of course, later on, like the phone call, like what?
What phone call?
Yes, sir.
I
am still on we're all on the stream except
No,
for you.
after his apartment blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all in his head. Like, definitely.
I think maybe about 25% when it's in his head. I think I don't think it's that hard to be that kind of a cult leader. But you would have.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with
that. That part I don't disagree with. I think what
Yeah.
you accomplish as a cult leader is where I kind of lose it. You know.
I don't know what else to call it because it's like I mean, I don't know if they ever gave him a name as leader, but it seems like it is a cult leader mentality, and because it's all men, and we kind of go with the what's it called, the tribal leader of a group.
I was trying to get the slides up.
No, so at this point, I'm going to ask Shieldwall if you could bring those slides up that we worked so hard to put on the stream.
Yeah.
My internet has become extremely unreliable, guys. So I'm going to apologize. I actually got all the money back from my cable company this month because it's something's going on and it's been dropping out. I've never had it happen.
It's China. It's a conspiracy.
But now that it is, it's awesome. So if it shits the bed again, oh God, am I still here?
You're still here.
Yes.
Mostly.
It's dying right now. I'm watching it die. I'm going to hand it up to the field wall because I can't make this work. Oh my God.
You're still here.
That's a good place to stop.
I'm still here. Okay. Well, if I'm still here, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
It's not like I haven't died.
Just pretend just pretend that we're Bob's tits and we're here to comfort you.
I'll just run the slides then.
Yeah, you're right. And
I'm
then
still thinking about Bob's tits.
If I go away, then I apologize. It's entirely possible at this point. I fucked my life. So take us back to Bob's tits, would you, Shieldwall?
Okay.
That's not something you say every day.
Oh, there you go.
So
there we go.
This is the great thing because he can't sleep, and that's where he's getting. That's where this whole thing comes from is his insomnia.
Yeah.
But this is where you meet Bob, and it's just Bob starts talking, and you don't expect Bob's voice to be Bob's voice, and I love that so much.
Right.
It's like I was a juicer. I know. Fuck off, Placid. Fuck off. I was a juicer. My adult kids won't talk to me anymore. It's just really, it's sad but hilarious at the same time, much like my own existence. I write to Fight Club. I miss the introductions. Kopi, you can probably hop into the mix. I'm going to fucking get yeeted out by my own computer. But Bob is kind of an important character. I mean, you do see things a bit through Bob's eyes later on. So this is where he's at and again, you just kind of pop into this. I couldn't sleep is where we come in, and he's going to these meetings. It's just so good though, because this is what society wants you to be, is men remaining men together. That's the message here. And that's one of the social aspects that I wanted to talk about that I think is so important about this movie. All the weaker instincts are what society wants you to be, and certainly what society wants you to be now. What Fight Club represents, this is just me talking, are up to a point, and I do have to say up to a point, are the proper male instincts. Things go a little sideways, but he's fucking crazy. You also have to appreciate he's fucking crazy.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know if any of you have ever had insomnia or have insomnia.
Yeah,
I think a lot of us.
Yeah,
I think a lot
that happens a lot.
Yeah,
Since I was
certainly,
not to the extreme. I think the longest that I went without sleeping was about 3 days, maybe 3.5 days once.
Jesus.
Yeah. I like
we
this
used to do
part.
that shit on the boat all the time, but not on purpose.
Well, obviously, besides the mental illness, he's just doing what most of us do every day. It's the same shit over and over and over, but no change. What do they always say? Like the true form of of craziness is like doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Yeah,
it's
the
like
definition of insanity.
The definition of insanity. Yep. He's just like doing, and then he's making copies, going to work, going to bed, buying shit. And it's like it's
I didn't notice too much. I didn't notice in the movie because it kind of goes pretty quick, but look at how many people are at the copier drinking coffee.
Yeah, just doing the same thing. Yeah.
Did not catch that.
How much does it look like the Matrix?
Also
the Matrix
the first
scene.
time.
Oh yeah, good point there, Greg.
Yeah,
very
good.
You guys were saying the colors. The coloring's the same, isn't it?
Very
same
much.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that fucking green zone.
For those who didn't experience,
I was trying to capture. Oh, go ahead. Go.
For those who didn't experience the working world before the computer productivity, like guys of the 90s, that's what your life was like when you were a worker. You had to go make copies of everything so you give the original back to so-and-so and you have your copy of something. And then when you made your work, I got my report done, I'll make 15 copies and then mail them out. Then you had to actually fax them out. And, it was the amount of paper you had to produce. Like if you worked 8 hours in a day, you would spend 3 hours producing paper.
Yeah, it was much. And this is the first time you see the little quick shot of Tyler come in and out real fast if you're paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there are in the film. I was trying to capture it here.
More than I remember, actually.
Yeah, it was too fast.
There's like at least 6 of them or something like that.
I think so. But this is where you get the first little hint.
Yeah, it just goes flip.
He's starting to lose his mind. Yeah.
It's just, again, a gnat couldn't catch Tyler Durden at work, and that's or hummingbird. It's very similar to what David Fincher does to the audience in the introduction of Tyler Durden. This is one of those scenes I was talking about where it backs out of all the trash in the can, talking about corporate sponsorship.
It just occurred to me that this movie is basically if Office Space took a dark turn.
Exactly.
You're not wrong.
Because I was looking at that scene of everybody at the copier, and all I was hearing was just a moment.
Yeah, PC load letter. What the fuck does that mean?
What does PC load letter mean?
I remember being in office and see how we had all those binders back there full of crap.
Yeah.
We would have like one little floppy disk. We would have like 6 binders of instructions.
Oh yeah.
And then 3 rows of the reports you produce from it. And it's also if you were swapped out as a consultant, the next guy could read all those binders and whatever.
Yeah.
Crazy.
If you ever want to have an office full of useless binders, join the military. You have to have a book for a binder for every program, and almost none of them are ever touched. That's
the truth for hospitals too. You have to have binders, material, there's safety sheets for everything, power, all this sort of stuff. They're all over the place, and you get inspected by the government. They're coming in, where's the binder for this particular thing?
Yep. But do you actually use those binders for anything? Because
not me, because I memorized that stuff.
He knows all the things about all the things.
No, I mean, I hate. I'm not trying to sound like when you go to school for say engineering or whatever. You learn things and and then that you have to put in all these stupid manuals for regular people who never learn what material science or whatever. You know what I mean? So that they spell it like the material data safety sheets. If you ever look at them in a hospital, every other word says like, "Do not drink borium sulfate; it could kill you." Do not drink calcium borate; it could kill you. You know, do not pour calcium borate on a patient at all. You know, like that's what they say. You know? Like
people
you know
are
that
dumb.
if you take chemistry or whatever, you just need, you know, oh, that's calcium borate and all that. You know, whatever. You know, like,
what is Ninja drawing? Oh,
nice.
Oh my!
Oh, who's the guy in the picture right there to the left? He's in a bunch of stuff. He was in he's in Mindhunter. Right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Okay.
He's in Iron Claw too. Play the dad in the Iron Claw.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I remember. What's going on?
Oh my God, Roman!
No, mate.
I got
Ego
that
maniac.
time code too. 4055.
Sorry about that, everyone. You got far too
Also,
close.
I didn't realize that
nostril
IKEA was such a big thing back in '99. I thought it
Bro,
didn't like blow up till the
yeah.
mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, no, yeah.
Like,
You
because
didn't
that's why I
have
was
the
like,
green
holy shit,
striped
this is just like
pin
nowadays. People going
sofa?
insane over IKEA.
Yep.
Except he was doing it over the phone instead of on the computer.
Right.
But it's the same fucking idea.
Also,
I love this scene. This
Is that a
scene
balcony?
is
What the is that right
as-
there?
as
like a little patio?
consumerism as you
A
can
patio, I think.
That's weird though. It's like closed off with blinds though.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it's weird.
Sorry, Roman. It just weirded
Sorry,
me
Roman.
out.
We're worried about the patio. Goddamn, we
Because
want
look
to
how
know.
much space. What is he going to put?
This is the problem, guys. This is the problem.
This is why these shows go
The
5
things
out.
you
I'm just
own
kidding.
and own you.
It's That is true
Which is
consumerism.
another.
What's
which
this?
is one of the great quotes of this movie.
The fucked bar?
Can you list all the items? Shield wall. Let's go for it. Let's do a 10-hour stream.
Yeah, let's go. We can talk about this.
These are
Let's get
1999
fat
prices.
Fat loose.
Right?
Everybody get fat loose.
What about now with inflation? That's $1,000 table.
Yeah,
Goddamn it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking table.
Easily.
And, you get,
Yeah.
and it's half the size.
Exactly. Assembled just like IKEA beds and stuff. Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
Look at the old style fridge, though.
Got nice
The glass.
Yeah, he
all
does.
the-
He's
the
got it.
glassware with the little
He's got-
bubbles inside, so it looks so.
Well,
it looks
he
like
Yeah,
the-
all
thinks-
this
he
cool stuff in a busted fridge.
He thinks it's what completes him, right? This is what people think
Yes,
that they need
this
to
is what
complete
completes him.
themselves. I have
I have
stuff,
a brief
so I'm
funny story. So,
Oh, God.
do you see the way that the narrator's walking around right now with no pants on?
Mhm.
So
Is that how you
last
are right now?
Friday, I went to go see a band play. I got shithouse drunk. I came
shit
home.
yourself.
I don't remember my bandmates being here. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but it was close. So I ended up spilling beer fucking everywhere. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Just
So
say you
I'm
pissed
out-
yourself, Roman. It's okay. We won't judge you.
I'm not completely uncivilized. I'm mildly uncivilized. But the problem was I couldn't coordinate the laundry very well. So I was going back and forth between the laundry room and the fucking kitchen, and I'm not wearing pants. And like my wife and my son are like, what the fuck? And I'm like, just go back to bed. It's fine. I've got this. And my wife's like, you went in and out of the house about 10 times last night and you didn't have pants on. And I'm like, no, I know. But so anyway, this doesn't relate to the scene at all, but I thought it was a funny fucking story. Here we go.
Fucking Nos. Like Bud's money stuff.
It's so fucked up. It's hilarious.
I love he's got no food in the fridge. He's got like leftovers
just
or condiments.
Nice all
Weirdo.
plates and the tables and shit, and no food.
What, doesn't he
Yeah,
have
yeah.
What's he have like
Cheese
Great
and
Poupon
mustard?
or something, or a
Yeah, he's
chicken
eating
and
mustard.
Yeah.
ham? Yeah.
That's cool.
Doctor friend. He's like, no one ever died from insomnia. Just chew on some valerian root.
Yeah,
It's
get
like,
some exercise.
You gotta help me. I'm in pain. You want pain? Go to St. Mary's. Blah blah blah. The test. What did he call them?
Testicular
People-
cancer.
That's
Yeah.
real pain.
Yeah.
That's real pain. And this is where we catch up with Bob and his tits.
Mm-hmm.
Again, though, look at just that shot. That shot alone is beautiful with Ed Norton walking on the street.
This
The
like the
framing, man.
lighting and everything. This could be in Blade. This could be in Seven. This could be in in The Matrix. It's like very, I don't know. It's like a '90s kind of thing.
It was the thing at the
this-
time,
you know,
wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
It was, but stylized filmmaking is part of the experience, I think. I mean, it does add. We were talking about layers of the movie. Aside from the psychological layers of the movie, me not wearing pants, his style, I mean, it didn't work in Alien 3 because nothing did, but in his movies overall, like Zodiac, like Seven, you get, and it's funny though, I actually, watching, once we get to Brad Pitt, once we actually meet Tyler Durden, I'll get to my point with that.
Cornelius, great name as well.
I know, I like that he named himself after a character from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
This poor guy talking about his wife. They wanted to have kids. Then he got his balls chopped off. They couldn't have kids. But she's with another man now, and they're expecting their first daughter. It's probably for the best. and this scene mirrors the scene in Fight Club, though. Talking about thank you for sharing. And if you juxtapose the scenes, this is the opposite of the scene where Tyler Durden is going over the rules for Fight Club. It's exactly the same, but opposite.
Right. Yeah, this one is share your emotions and everybody sit around and have a pity party. And the other one is unleash your manhood.
Well, I mean, the other thing, the Fight Club is sharing their emotions too, but in a different way.
Exactly, right.
Just
channeling it in a different manner.
In a masculine way.
Right.
Yeah.
Except for Bob's tits.
Yeah, there's no Bob's tits.
But that's the best part of the movie, Bob's tits. I mean, come on.
Stop thinking about it.
They actually have the
highlight.
Which is a little bit
Director, okay, meat, hug him harder, meat. Harder, hug him harder, meat.
You get the Rorschach.
Was that sweat in the face of Tyler Durden?
Yeah, no, that was his. That was from his tears and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a Rorschach thing, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Like it was like babies don't sleep this good.
Yeah. So now he's addicted to going to these meetings.
Yeah.
And he starts going to like all kinds of crazy ones, like brain parasite meetings.
He goes to all the meetings.
I mean, this movie, it is dark as fuck. Yeah, it's really dark, but it's also funny as fuck at times.
That's
really
There's barely any
times.
crossover in all these groups too, so it's like he had a perfect plan.
Right?
Yeah, you generally wouldn't have the same people.
Yeah.
And then
tuberculosis.
This is funny though, 'cause he's talking about, he's like, if I didn't say anything, they thought it was they thought it was worse. So they cried more, I cried more.
They never ask questions.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh Lord, it's funny. So one of these things set up down the street from down the street from me, a ways down the street that we didn't know what the fuck it was. There used to be like I don't even know what. I think it was a military recruiter used to be in there actually, and now I kept seeing people outside of this place just smoking and stuff. I'm like, that's a fucking 12-step because I just watched this. I'm like, that's a fucking 12-step, and sure as shit, it's a fucking 12-step. You know, good on them. But I'm just saying, I recognize what it was. Gastric cancer, skin cancer, kidney cancer, hepatitis.
All of them.
Probably not, Bush.
Roman, are you okay? Why are you laughing at cancer, Roman? For God's sake.
Yeah, what the
hey,
fuck,
here's the deal. I was in the military. We fucking laugh at everything. We have a dark sense of humor because it's either that we either laugh at shit or we just cry all the fucking
Nobody
time.
on YouTube has any idea.
No.
Any idea.
You don't. You don't.
That's a good point.
Because if you unleash the full power of the, the fully operational station that is Roman's military humor, his channel will be taken down in like a second.
In a minute. You guys just dose to this. So here's where we get to meet Chloe. And this, or actually, I think, did we go to the cave first? Fucking Chloe. I feel bad for Chloe.
Okay. We
go to the cave first.
We haven't made it to the cave. Here's the cave.
I love this so much. This is just, it's a coping mechanism. You know, to for fear and pain, they go into their cave. And what do you see in your cave?
It's your spirit.
A penguin.
Yeah, penguin.
Slide. My wife and I actually use that joke when things get stressful around here. It's just like slide. Wait, what? Nos? No, Nos. No. It's not. No. No. Oh, Punkwaddle. Yes, that may have been Punkwaddle, Stephen. That may have been
Probably.
you madman.
Copa.
Copa, what you like?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's pretty goddamn funny.
That's horrible. It's.
I can see the humor in it.
Again.
Yeah, so
and
he keeps
then-
going to all these
and then
different
she
events.
ruins every.
Yeah.
And this
She-
was
what did he say
before
if-
she did Harry Potter, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And
This is cancer, right? Of course, it's testicular cancer. She doesn't give a fuck. She just wanders in. They all stop and look at her.
She's always smoking in every support group she goes to. It's hilarious, isn't
That's
it?
impressive. Yeah,
this
I love it
right
when they're having
here
a discussion.
is a good analogy of like Anita Sarkeesian or somebody
Yeah.
walking in and being like, "Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm just."
That's a
gonna
great
get
shot.
over in and walk right in here, even though, yeah, yep.
I mean, like
Well-
it's an actual mistake that can happen. Like if you just see cancer, you don't see what type of cancer, and she is smoking, so
That's why it's
Well, another question is she real?
Well, that's what I don't know if y'all heard the Count Dankula.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all heard the Count Dankula theory. I just saw Count Dankula said it, but like he said she's not real either.
I think she's
Like-
another personality of his.
So they were saying that they
don't
think that
know.
he really has testicular cancer in the actual movie. He really does have it. That's why he went to the group. So it's like I made up Tyler Durden because I feel a loss of my masculinity, but then if I have to cope with having my balls chopped off, then I am playing a Botham's character. So he created like two separate personalities to go to battle inside his head.
Well,
Like I don't know if y'all heard that or not.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, I've heard that theory. I have heard that theory. Go ahead, Cannoli. I heard you.
no, I was gonna say that I guess that could be true, but then they did like recognize her when she walked into the first group.
That's
Well,
what I was
saw
saying.
her.
I don't know if that's real though. That's what I'm saying.
My
But remember-
problem is if you pull on the Marla isn't real string, a lot of other, I mean, almost the majority of the movie unravels because there's
remember-
so much that is connected to her or people that interact with her. So if Marla's not real, then his entire reality is probably not real.
But we're not
You
seeing.
don't even.
Remember, we're not seeing the movie. We're seeing him telling us a story. Remember, he
Right.
says, "I have to go back a bit and start somewhere." And so I'm not saying every single character in there is part of his multiple personality disorder. I got the impression at the end of this that going to these different groups, every one of his personalities thinks they have a different problem. That's why he's really going to all these groups. And so he keeps making up personalities to try to resolve his core cycle. I guess that's kind of what the person, they express themselves because you can't confront. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, right? But I've just read stuff about it. And so I'm looking at this film as like, he's obviously a biased narrator telling us all this, right? So that's why I question how much is real versus what he's telling us is his perception of events.
No,
I mean, he's so unreliable as a narrator. Basically, any theory is possible.
That's why I wanted to read the book, right? Remember how the movie, the Running Man, right? So the question of, is it real? Remember the whole question, was the Running Man real? And when when you read the original short story and all that, it's real, But so when I wanted to read the book to say, well, can I get more information that the author provides to help me understand the context of what's going on? And I couldn't read the book, and so now I'm just left wondering.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Ransom there. I get that's not a bad theory at all. But I still think she is real.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I think there are other questionable things about Tyler's or the narrator's reality. I think Marla is real, but there are other things that once we get there in the film that are not necessarily real.
This fucking poor lady.
So,
I have pornographic movies.
Yeah. So at this point, he's told off. He's waiting to tell off Marla because he calls her a tourist. because now she's going to the meetings, and because he recognizes her as a faker, he can't sleep again. So he's all fucked up again. So he's been waiting for this meeting to fucking tell her off. And this is where we meet Chloe, though. Chloe is what Meryl Streep's skeleton would look like if you gave it a big smile and it walked around.
That's an actual line in the movie, which is pretty good.
Fucking great, man.
Yeah, that sounds like something Nos would say.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, like, I understand her plight, though. She's like, I'm about to die. I need some dick. Dick me down.
It is funny.
dying.
She's like, I have good
That's gonna
news.
get clipped.
I'm not afraid to die anymore.
Oh, must be.
But I am very lonely.
She wants some pleasure,
God
goddammit, it, before she goes.
Yeah, and this lady's like,
lady rushes off the
okay,
mic.
that's
No.
great.
We gotta go.
Go, get off, get off. Too much sharing. Poor Chloe.
She's looking at all the dudes in there like,
Somebody
I
pipe
need
me down.
I'm suing David Fincher for ripping me
So now he goes into his mind cave through the meditation, but this time he sees her in there because she's
slide.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
God, her hair is terrible. She looks.
You know what?
such a
She
crack
does.
whore.
Everybody in this movie looks. Ew. If were a thing,
Rough.
it's everybody in this movie. I love this. You got this fucking guy coming up from behind her right now. Like he's gonna be the partner up, and then the narrator just kind of steps in and he walks away.
He gets cock blocked.
Yep.
He
Yes.
does.
Exactly.
By an imaginary cock. This is where he tells her off, and the best part about it was she's like, "I saw you practicing this." What? I saw you practicing telling me off. Is it going as well as you'd hoped? And this is funny though.
His name is Rupert.
Yeah,
So,
names that
this scene mirrors his meeting with Tyler on the plane for the first time. There's a lot of juxtaposition there as well. For
That's
those,
why
for
she
those
isn't real.
weirdos who watch for those things.
She's in a figment of his imagination too.
She could be. That's
She's the
thing.
feminine
She could-
version
you
of
know-
Tyler.
Oh God.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I guess, you know what? That's actually not it. Now that you bring that up, God damn it, Gray. She is the opposite of Tyler. She is everything Tyler is not. She's needy. She's fucked up. She doesn't have any direction. And then there's Tyler. I don't know though, but again, if you pull the Marlowe string, everything else comes undone. I don't know if I can cope with that.
yeah,
But I'm gonna have problems.
What I like about this is being the 90s. There's not a bunch of homeless people. There's no needles laying everywhere. They're not getting robbed every 5 feet.
Marlowe's not a dude.
Yeah. Well, this part was kind of funny.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
So
is
right
good.
now they're trading off what cancers to have, because they still
That's
want to go to all
hilarious.
the meetings. So they're dividing them up.
They want to divide the meetings up throughout the week. They're like, all right, you take these and I'll take these. And he's following her around.
It's like, what do you do?
I swear she looks like she never showers ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
she probably doesn't.
What are you doing? I'm selling clothes.
Like this right here would have been the sign to like, nah, man, make your deal and then never talk to her again.
Right. That's a good point.
Or
But somehow, he can't let it go. And she just walks right out. And she doesn't even look. She doesn't stop. Nothing. She just walks off the fucking curb. Which is,
I mean,
who
Who says that the narrator as that personality is making the decision here? Because we've already seen flashes of Tyler, Brad Pitt's character. So maybe he's starting to slide.
The other thing is that she like whenever she does this, she just walks into traffic because I guess she doesn't care about dying or she wants to die. Or
No,
She wants to die.
yeah,
It's
Marlowe's
explained that
theory was that she could die at any time, and the tragedy was that she didn't.
yes.
Which is, it's a weird fucking mindset, but whatever. So now
then-
they're exchanging numbers in
yeah.
case they want to switch nights. I'll be right back, guys. You go chat.
All right. So now we get to see a little bit more about his job. What he does is he flies around, and he works for a company, and a car company, and he goes and he looks at accidents to determine if there needs to be a recall or not. and he flies a bunch.
Yeah.
Which would contribute to the insomnia because you're never on a
Right, yeah,
standard
'cause
sleeping
time zone,
schedule.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he talks about that. This is also when he starts talking about how everything on his life is for single serve, like because of the food on the airplane and stuff. And this is the first time that we see
Tyler.
Yep,
Tyler.
looking like he's going to pull off a Ocean's 11 heist or something.
His style in this film is fantastic.
It was really
good.
big back then, because right around that time there was like a video for Fatboy Slim or something like that
Yep.
had some kind of style like that as well.
Yep. That looks yummy.
Here's the thing, I actually like airline food for the most part. I don't know
Really?
why. Oh, because it's
No
better
way.
than MREs, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Okay, that's the comparison.
That
That's
I
fair, that's fair.
understand.
Yeah. It looks like he's constipated in this picture.
Yeah, his life is
It
constipated.
does.
So this
Ah.
this is also like a foreshadowing because most of his underlings later in the film are people like this.
Does that look like
Mhm.
Tyler on the right there? It looks like Tyler on the right there.
Oh, it does.
Almost does.
It does.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I wonder if
I wonder if it is
It's just
the
a
same
bad
cast, the
video
same
so
people.
bad.
Yeah. So this is one of the cars.
Oh, this
that
car
has
scene
the
is
accident.
fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
So speaking of dark humor,
yeah.
Considerable.
Yeah, the teenager's retainer
Little
is
bit.
wrapped around the ashtray in the back seat. Might be a good
Jesus
no smoking ad. There it is. The father must have been enormous. Look how the fat's burned in
See?
the seat around the polyester.
Copa just said that is Tyler on the right. I thought so.
Oh,
In
it?
that,
Okay.
Brad
in that
Pitt.
picture, yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
Brad
yeah,
Pitt
yeah.
for sure.
Well, yeah, but still, he's
Okay.
starting to.
hold on a second because I kind of missed part of that line. Maybe this is where he gets the idea for burning fat from the fat in the seat.
Well, that's
And
Could
using
be.
that.
Could be.
It's one thing that the movie never explains is how he learns all of the how to make all this
How to make
stuff
soap and
later
everything.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and later on in the film, he talks about how he's been going to sleep earlier and like waking up later. So maybe he's actually started his crazy Tyler descent already
Yeah.
and is learning things instead of actually
Possible.
sleeping.
Yeah. Because, he said he has narcolepsy where he wakes up in places he doesn't remember how he got there. And,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he's like having a daydream or whatever about
He's fantasizing about
fantasizing
that.
about
Yeah.
crashing
That's
and
good.
killing everybody.
That's good.
Did it already talk about the boarding or the?
No,
okay,
we're right
this
there.
is when. Yeah, this is where it's
Not
at.
yet.
This is where he meets Tyler.
So
This
now
kinda
he's
comes
sitting
through,
next
'cause
to him.
Tyler's
And,
talking about, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Tyler's dressed like he's doing Leaving Las Vegas or something.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That is so true. Yeah.
And he's like, "Look how everybody
Plane's
looks
dropping
so
from
happy."
60.
That's considerably creepy.
That is actually true. And it's funny. Like, he drops these little tidbits, and you're like, you sit there and go, oh, yeah, that makes total sense. And that's probably true. And that is true. And you're like, wow, you just don't think
So-
about these things.
Actually, what Boosh said in the chat, he probably read it in a book. He doesn't remember, saw it on TV. That actually makes a lot of sense with a lot of traveling that he's doing. He's just reading
Oh,
random
true.
magazines. We already saw him blankly watching hotel TV and not really paying
Sure.
attention.
Paying attention. That's
So
good.
he
This
could have picked up a lot of little different things.
This is also
Who's
back
traveling.
when the internet wasn't so restricted, and you could actually look up how to make like
Anything.
nuclear weapons
Everything.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Open.
You can kind of sort of still do that if you kind of know.
Yeah. I guess.
I got a book for Christmas that teaches me how to make some things.
Yeah.
Wow.
This I find surprising in no way. This would be, he's talking about the boarding pass. Why do they give you oxygen? Because oxygen gets you high. Look at their faces. Docile as Hindu cows.
Yeah. They're euphoric before they die.
You're by far the
Basically.
most interesting single serving friend I've ever met. And then he tries to explain to him. He's like, "Oh, I get it.
Oh yeah, clever.
It's very clever. Yeah.
How's that working out for you?"
So I think it was in that airplane scene because I can't remember if he gets up. There's something at one point where they're like standing in an aisle, and that's I think the only time you see a person interact with both Ed Norton and Brad Pitt's character physically. Because usually when one of them's, usually it's just they're like hitting each other, interacting with each other, but if like somebody's like fighting
he
Tyler
just goes
Durden,
around this broad though. She doesn't like move to get out of his way. He just kind of
it must be later on, because there's a point where a guy like shoulder checks the narrator and puts his hand on the chest.
That's on the bus.
Okay, that's the bus. Okay, never mind.
So they lost his luggage somehow. Or they copied
because it's vibrating. 9 out of 10 times it's an electric razor.
Yeah.
But
Bombs don't tick anymore.
Dildo.
Like,
you have to use the company term phraseology, a dildo, not necessarily your dildo.
She's like, I don't own a dildo. And he's like, then here we see Tyler stealing a car outside.
So he takes a taxi home, and he's like, "Whoa, what happened here?" And his apartment blew up.
Yep. How did that happen? Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
This part I found a little. I was going to say I found a little incredulous where he finds his number, or
yeah.
Well, this is
but I
get
like
the
evidence that Tyler is not real. You know.
No, the Marla's not real.
You saw all the IKEA everywhere.
Yep.
No, the number he
Just
finds
condiments.
is Marla's number though. He doesn't find Tyler's number. He finds
Yeah.
Marla's.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
Good call, Tyler. Yeah.
then they go through. This is what must have happened.
Yes, this is a
the
nice
pilot light went
another
out.
cool use of tech.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Visual storytelling.
The
Yep.
pilot light went out over the time that he was gone. He was gone like a week. The whole apartment filled up, and then when the compressor turned on, it created a spark back here, and it blew the whole place up. This was pretty cool. This whole scene here where it showed the slides don't show up, but they show a progressive slow motion explosion.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Actually looks really good, especially for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and they play it in slow motion, and then he calls Tyler. I love this scene so fucking much.
Well, he calls
the crunching.
He calls.
Yeah, he's munching on
Marla
some chips,
Apple or
isn't he,
something.
He calls
He doesn't
Marla
answer.
first and then hangs up.
Oh
on
yeah.
her. And she's
I can hear you breathing.
Oh, for anybody watching that's younger, this is a payphone, kids.
Yeah, those are payphones.
Put money
They
in
were
quarters in them.
awesome. Awesome.
They're also disgusting, and you don't want to touch them if you haven't. If you have
Correct.
any other fucking option.
That's fair.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
So as somebody who hadn't seen this like back in the day, I knew all the things. I had this spoiled for me a long time ago, but it was still really fun to watch it because like that telephone thing, it's a very simple thing. He calls a number where nobody answers because he's not there. And then the call that comes back doesn't actually come back. He's talking to nobody on the phone. And so even knowing all of the spoiler parts, this was still really fun to watch.
It still works though. It doesn't fuck it up for you as a viewer, which is weird.
That's true.
So I didn't catch this in the thing, but this is actually a strip club. It says topless on that one sign, and then it's got the pink signs with the ladies on it.
Makes sense.
That's interesting. You never see any of the ladies.
Exactly. That's why I would have caught that. Just saying.
It's great when Lou turns up later on.
This is where he's lamenting the loss of all his shit.
He's just like I lost everything. This stuff completed me.
Oh man.
Tyler's like,
all gone. Got to start over again.
Yeah. Be free.
Yeah, the shit you own ends up owning you, and that's where that comes from. And it's actually
that was a good statement.
Again, this is the point where Tyler's viewpoint does still generally work. About commercialism and all the bullshit.
Is he wearing track pants with that?
I think he is.
It was a look, man. It was a look.
It was a thing in the 90s, man.
What do you mean was?
We all have track shoes.
Beer's like, I'm wearing them right now.
Oh, y'all are wearing pants? Hold on.
I'm still not wearing pants.
Well, that's a shock.
So this is fun. He's like, if he just need, what's his fuck? The narrator's like, I need to call a hotel, and Tyler's like, why don't you just ask, man? He's like, what? You called me because you need a place to stay. What? You wait 3 pitchers of beer, you still can't ask.
And this is where he goes into what his night
is it a
job
problem?
was, which
Yes.
makes me wonder is if
Oh my
why he wasn't.
I hope I
doing
don't.
it because he was doing.
Be very careful with the slides here. Oh, just in case. I'm hoping.
Please be careful.
Roman, just a quick heads up. Roman, Ginger's backstage apparently.
Oh yeah, Ginger got kicked out.
Do we eat?
Oh, did he?
Oh, hang on. I'll get him.
Me too. Spoke too often in Fight Club.
He's like, why is nobody? He's like, nobody was reacting to my comment.
Notice me.
No, I can't see it.
I am here.
I guess nobody
Notice me, senpai.
And then I looked over there, like, why am I backstage? Okay,
Here,
that explains a lot.
I'm gonna blow him up again real fast, Shield Wall.
When he got kicked, I usually expect somebody to show back up down at the bottom because we have so many people to scroll it down.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was real weird. So
weird. Here, I'm gonna blow up the picture. We have to take a look here for a minute.
Oh, Ginger Ninja.
Yeah,
out like
there
a
you go.
ninja.
Now I can.
Nice. That's cool, dude.
That's exactly what I look like.
Right on. Damn, dude.
I
identify as that. That's how I
Be
identify.
careful here. This is gonna blow me up.
I flipped through this. I flipped through them.
Thank God.
I flipped through them, and it's not there. It's not
no
there.
BFC. Okay, thank God.
Right. So what he's doing here is he works as a projectionist, and it talks about the little blip 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 thing that comes up in the top to tell him when to change to switch the film over.
Bird, we call it.
Right. But what he does is he slices like one frame of porn in there so that when people are watching,
when the cartoon cat talks to the dog with the celebrity name.
Yeah, see,
so goddamn good.
And the kid's like, no.
They saw it. Yes, they're just crying. It's so fucking funny.
And then now he also works part-time as a banquet waiter, and he's just like throwing the rolls on there, and then he pees in the soup.
Yeah.
Don't ask for cream and mushroom soup.
Yeah, cream and mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the idea.
I guess this is where I was a little confused. Like, how is he able to do all of those jobs? Like, is he actually doing the jobs?
Insomnia.
I think it's because of the insomnia. That's why the insomnia.
He doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
He just doesn't sleep, which is why he also has the mental illness. Probably. Allegedly.
He didn't eat the valerian root.
Tell him. I like how he's like, tell him. Go ahead. He's like, well, you get the idea.
Don't go there.
No.
And so so he asked him to stay with him, and he's like, "But you got to do me a favor." He's like, "What? I want you to hit me."
I like this part. He had take-home beers in his pocket.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Gray's like, that reminds me of when I was.
Speaking as an alcoholic, I can say,
that reminds
do
me
that all the time.
And Edward's like, "This is a stupid idea. Why are we doing this?" Like, I don't know. Never been in a fight. Never been in a fight. How do I know anything about myself?
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
Very true.
He wouldn't have been in a fight because, yeah.
No, he wouldn't have. He hit me in the ear.
Yeah, that was so funny. He's like, why did you hit me in the ear, man?
I remember laughing at the theater with that.
Isn't that famously like Ed Norton was told by Brad Pitt actually hit me?
Oh, really?
Like, I think so. I think that he basically told him, don't pull the punch. Just go ahead and go for it. All out.
Oh, shit.
The other thing I noticed about, look at all the vehicles. There isn't anything here more modern than like 1980.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all old shit. Right.
Yeah. That camper in the background right there.
One of the things that does, though, is one of the things I noticed about the movie is you don't feel like you're trapped in the 90s.
Right.
I never even think about the 90s while I'm watching this movie. I don't think of it as a period.
Not only that, you don't even know where this is taking place. I know they say places in Delaware, but I mean, I can't really verify by any of the
I always
buildings
assumed it was in
is.
LA, honestly.
I thought it was Detroit.
They never tell you.
Yeah, they don't.
It's just like the narrator is the narrator. It doesn't have a name. The city is
in the narrator's head.
Okay, I have to correct myself real quick. Apparently, right before the punch, David Fincher pulled Ed Norton aside and told him to actually do it and did not tell Brad Pitt.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Oh, no.
My thought on seeing this building was like, man, his electric bill must be through
know.
literally
Sky
every room
high.
is lit up.
Fuck. In this dilapidated piece of shit.
I know.
I don't.
How is
I
he
don't
still
know if Tyler
connected?
found
Like, there's
this.
no way, is there?
That would
It
make
could
it
be
funny
stealing it from
because
somewhere.
if Norton really did hit Brad as hard as he could and Brad Pitt barely notices it, like, do you remember the scene?
You should have kept that secret. Yeah.
I mean, that was when Norton was really real thin. I think this was before American
frail.
History X, if I'm not mistaken.
It's before the Hulk. Yeah, but the house is reflective of him, right? It's just a fucking shithole. It's a dump. It's a mess.
Yes.
Like it's,
Yeah, when you turn a light on in one room, a light goes off in another.
Yeah.
That's reflective of the personalities.
When you see that mattress, guys, what did you think? You got to sleep on that. You're like,
I thought
Jesus.
that
Not at all. I don't know now.
A little moldy.
Also, if you continuously have this kind of water, maybe they're in Flint, Michigan.
Damn, bro.
Ouch.
So
That just went right over my head.
Flint, Michigan had they wanted to save money, so they replaced their old water pipes with these new kind, and they like rusted out and contaminated the city water in like a year. Yeah. So it
great.
cost them like
Really bad.
They've had bad there for years now.
Yeah.
The kitchen is the only room that ever looks even semi put together, which is kind of funny. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's right.
Agreed.
Maybe that's like
Bit
the
of
hub.
natural
That's where
light.
all the thinking is done, the brain. I don't know.
So these guys.
That
coming
was
out-
1989. Thank you, Dempsey, and welcome, Dempsey. Yeah. So
wow.
so this was way before.
Okay.
So
Wait,
American History X,
X
if you
was
look at-
'89.
Nah,
No,
that seems way too old.
No, yeah, that had to be like '97.
Hang on. I'll do the thing
96,
here.
97.
Do the
98.
numbers.
It was 98.
You're
American
challenging
History
this.
X was 98.
Because Edward Furlong was like in his teens, or he's almost an adult at that point. So it's gotta be like
Did
90s.
Dempsey transpose the years?
1998. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Nice job,
Yeah,
man.
okay,
Nice
okay.
job,
He did,
man.
he did.
I was gonna say.
God
Have you
damn
on
it,
one
Dempsey.
time,
Okay.
Dempsey.
I'm old,
They're
but I ain't
taking
that
to Fight
old.
Club.
Wait.
And this
We're
is where
fighting
other
out here.
people decide they want to join in. We were discovering something about ourselves, that we were not alone.
Which it
Makes
doesn't make
sense.
any sense. If
No,
he's
no.
just out here beating himself up, why would you want to?
No, it's like
that?
some weirdo punching himself in a parking lot. But
Well, remember,
this-
he's
like,
telling
again,
the story. Like in other words, like
No, that's true. Yeah, so so the reactions are not necessarily the reactions.
Right.
Well,
Except for
and
his
also,
boss.
I kind of wondered if, like, the first time they walked up to him and asked, like, dude, what the hell are you doing? If he kind of switched back to what Tyler had said to him earlier, like, I've never been in a fight, hit me. Let's do this. And maybe he kind
Yeah,
of pitched the
that's-
fight to them.
or
Yeah.
he could be beating the crap out of some homeless guy, and they're like, we want to be with this homeless guy too. There's a lot of ways it could happen,
So this is what I consider to be the beginning of Act 2 is when Norton is when the narrator moves in with Tyler Durden.
Tyler Durden.
Act 1 is the whole build up to that, and then Act 2 is moving into the house on Paper Street and everything up to a certain point. Yeah, we're in Act 2 now. And the fighting in the parking lot till the lights go out.
I like to think that this is how UFC started in my head.
Yeah.
That's not a bad theory.
And then the guy in suit, can I be next? Sure. Lose the tie.
Hustler.
It's a net hustler shirt.
That's
Ew.
awesome.
I
want to see who's wearing that in Vegas this year. Let's find one.
The thing is in this era of Brad Pitt, he could literally wear anything he wanted, and chicks would still be insane over him.
So he was dating Jennifer Aniston at this point, and when we get to it, she's the one who shaved his head for the movie. The fact that I know that means I had to knock something else out for that, and I feel bad about that. It's true. Wait, what the fuck between Nos and Flaccid at this point? There's some strange things going on there.
Shocking.
The chat is bizarre tonight. I mean, bizarre, but not bad, just bizarre. This is one of the best parts of the movie.
What's this even mean, Greg? Get back to India.
Did you not know he's from India, Flaccid? He's been like trying to push Indian cinema for years.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that. I was unaware.
I could be being sarcastic, maybe.
No, you know what? No one knows though, Gray. That's the beauty of it. Here's where we get the books. Yeah, go. This is.
They love the way he's riding that bike. Shield wall.
I know.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
He's got the hat on. Was he in his underwear or something?
What is he wearing? Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I imagine Beard does on his weekends.
It's fired. Jesus.
With just a bite, like in a.
What do you mean shots fired? That's fun. Don't knock it till you try it.
With no pants on, and like a Russian hat.
I am Jack's medulla oblongata.
Yeah.
I am Jack's colon.
There's a whole series of these written from the first person.
Does that mean he's written them all? Edward Norton's character has written them all in the past.
Probably.
Maybe.
Weird.
Is that blood on your shirt?
Is that your blood?
Yeah.
Most of it, yeah.
And again with the Krispy Kreme.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait. Okay, if they have Krispy Kreme, it cannot be on the West Coast.
Not at all. It's either south or east, or what?
Yep.
South or east.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we have Krispy Kreme.
But did they have Krispy Kreme in '99? I know they didn't.
I don't know when we got it though. That's a good point. I don't know when it came.
Oh, it was a big deal when it came to out west. I remember that.
Yeah.
But we have them, so they're here now. Probably because of this movie.
Yeah.
This is another good scene. First, he does the if you could fight anyone, who would you fight? And I fight my father. And this is where you get a nice monologue from Brad Pitt about his father. I never knew my father. He left when I was a kid. Set up franchise, or that's what he's telling at Norton. But that's the same conversation. Mm-hmm. And he's like, my father never went to college, so it was real important for him that I did. So
that sounds
I go to college, I get done, and then I do the yearly call. I'm like, Dad, I've got a job. What next? Get married.
Come on, bro.
Get married. We're a generation of men raised by women. I don't know if another woman is what we need.
Oh, that's such a profound statement right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Profound statement. Especially
this is Gen X. These are the Gen Xers.
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask about that. Is it?
This is my generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he's 100% right. And that's the woman, and we had an off-camera discussion about this earlier, who raised you. You were just kind of along for the ride, whatever the fuck that meant, and that's what this represents.
Well, it also it's the lack of a masculine role model, all those kinds of things that create these kinds of feelings and dilemmas. I think is what the film was getting at as well,
because they were never given proper direction from a father figure.
Right.
You end up with this misdirection that they end up with.
Well, also, like, there's no outlet for the energy, the aggression. There's no healthy outlets. It's like I feel all of these things, and I have no way of either expending the energy or working through. Like, I feel like I want to hit something. Well,
right. You can't act out on the playground anymore or do any of that kind of stuff because they want you to be more controllable.
You're both going to. Yep, you both get in trouble if you get in a fight on the playground. Doesn't matter who started, which is stupid. Yeah, through the week we were Ozzy and Harriet, but on Friday we were learning something. And this is where the lights go down, and then you do the walkthrough through the club with Lou, and this is another great. We're back with Marla.
Yeah, that doesn't happen until later.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm mixing up my brain. Yeah. My brain is very old. I should have been trying to find another condo, but I just I didn't care about that anymore. Is what the gist of this conversation was. While he's watching Marla,
I never had a condo explode or lose anything in like a fire or anything like that, but like at some point having to like move and severely downsize, and you put stuff in storage and then it's been there for 5 or 6 years and you realize that you don't miss it anymore. Then you just either trash it or sell it and move on.
If it's something that, if I'm doing a cleanup, if it's something I haven't seen in 5 years or more, it's gone.
Yeah. But it is kind of weird to kind of actually hit that mindset where you realize, like, why did I have all of this stuff? I don't need it. I don't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not talking about the action figures ego, just so you know that.
Actually, like, just recently, I and a friend who helped me did a little spring cleaning, and like her thing was like, she'd hold something up, like 5-second rule, yes, no, and I was like, she's like, no, throw it out.
Oh, geez, that's a hell of an intervention.
Yeah, I needed it though. I was raised by a lot of hoarders, so like I do have some tendencies. It's not near as bad, but I need those people in my life to be like, look, you've got 5 of the same T-shirt. Get rid of 3 of them. Come on.
Yeah.
Mrs. of the Empire just did an intervention with me, which she's like, you still have all your work clothes in the closet. You're not going back. Why don't you get rid of them? I'm like, but the Dockers, honey, put them in a bag. Okay.
Yeah. that is. Yeah, I don't know. I still have uniforms in my closet, so
I still have uniforms, but the uniforms, and I say this, and people will laugh, but it's true. I actually might need funerals, weddings, that kind of stuff. If my son ever decides he's going to join the military, that's what the uniforms are for. But the suits, ties, and business casual, fuck off. I don't need them anymore. So,
ooh, look at these.
This
prices.
is the walkthrough. That guy looks like what's the Sacha Cohen Baring?
Sacha Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, but it looks like him. So it's not important. Out of here, people. You gotta go home.
You gotta go home. Yep.
Closing time.
Nice reference.
If this is supposed to be a strip joint, there's not a. Although somebody commented on that already that he's not seeing them because, well, there's a lady there.
Yeah, right there.
I think they probably have private rooms. There's probably private rooms you can go into.
Champagne room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if there's a private room, there's a public area because you have to entice someone into the private
room. Plus, we also know the rule about. Come on, Ego, tell me the rule about the champagne room.
I'm in one of those rooms right now.
What's the rule about champagne room? I know you know.
In the champagne
room. Exactly. Trying to think who this guy reminds me of, like somebody from like Red Dead Redemption or something, like one of the characters.
Yup.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And how do you don't know how you got to this point? There's clearly been a passage of time where now Lou leads them in this fucking dungeon in the fucking underneath Lou's Tavern. Actually, I'm sorry. What's his name? It's not Lou. The barkeep who's in charge of them.
What's his name? Damn.
I can't think of his name. Oh my god.
They say his name.
Yeah, we've got to deal with. Well,
it's that guy.
He's out with broken collarbone. So anyway, this is where they go over the rules, and the way the narrator describes it, and I love this, is the rules that Tyler and I agreed upon. But Tyler's the only one who does the talking.
Right.
This so this is what you see in the trailer, right? Where they're like the first rule of Fight Club, and you hear about it and you see it online all the time. So I thought that the whole premise of the movie was something entirely different than what it wound up being.
Yes, it was very misleading.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was still going to have the same kind of like this portion of the movie's like message and undertones are exactly what I thought it was going to be. But the rest of the movie, like going to, help groups and the other stuff that happens was, I totally didn't see it at all.
Yeah, and the 8th rule of Fight Club was if this is your first night in Fight Club, you have to fight.
You gotta fight.
And he talks about the kid at work who's basically a fuck up, but for that night he's a god when he trounces the maitre d' of a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on, there we go.
And man, you hear every slap, splat,
The sound design.
You know,
Yeah.
the knuckles, basically the knuckles hitting the flesh. This guy, oh God, stop! And even if you wanted to tell someone they did a good job, you can't because that person isn't the same guy.
Yep.
Right. But he knows them all, and so this is how, like, they, everybody
acknowledge each other.
Yeah.
The look,
Yeah. Which also gives them, they feel like they're part of something important, but it's also secret. So it kind of gives them a sense of, I know something that other people don't, and I'm cooler than you because I go through this stuff in my,
my
struggle,
spare time.
but you have no idea what I'm going through, kind of thing.
Well, it also
this
talks
is where he
about
says he wants to fight William Shatner.
Oh yeah, William Shatner.
Better watch out. He knows that Kurt karate.
What it is speaking to is the need to belong to a group of some kind. In whether you're in you don't have testicles group, or you're in the punching out the maitre d's fucking teeth group. You're in a group. You want to belong to something.
It would be funny if that Gucci ad was Brad Pitt.
Right?
You know,
it could have been.
I like what he's saying. Is this what a man looks like? Is that what a man looks like? Tyler, I forgot what
actually my bum. That was my ass on the left, guys.
So is this
nice, Gray, nice.
This is the scene that
yeah, he bumps into him.
Yeah, because he shoulder checks Ed Norton and puts his hand on Brad Pitt's chest at the same time. I think that's the only time somebody physically interacts with both of them at the same instant.
We don't see his face either, do we? Only see him from behind. Who is that guy? He's kind of mysterious.
I think that's actually the guy from Lou's Tavern, because there's a he's telling him to close up. There's a big Samoan-looking motherfucker who he's the one who closes up the bar. Basically. I think it's the same dude.
Samoans.
Don't mess with the Samoans, man. Seriously.
Oh, this is a crazy fight, though.
Yeah,
he just punches him in the fucking balls, mercilessly. It's horrible. There you get a good look at Brad Pitt's build. Crazy.
This is when I was like, damn, he worked out hard for this, or took some kind of drugs or something.
Yeah, a lot of steroids.
That to me doesn't look like a roid body.
It doesn't look like
no, that's true.
That's not. It's 90s body.
It looks natural. It's natural, in my opinion.
That's a low body body.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not eating much.
He's really cut. He has muscle, but it's not bulk.
Yeah,
He's probably on the edge of dehydration too, just to make sure it shows well on camera.
Yeah, like if you've done any kind of like bodybuilding, or you're aware, like you to get to that point, you basically become super duper dehydrated.
You do.
Well, Brad Pitt was a workout maniac. I mean, he still is, but he looked like that normally. So
fair.
I mean, I'm not joking when I say he seems like the most perfect male. Like I
Mario.
I would like to look like Brad Pitt. He's like the most perfect male body I could imagine.
Blurry shot. I thought it was Mario Peebles.
Ego's my perfect male body.
I appreciate this. About time people recognize.
I got you, buddy.
It's the shirt, Ego. It's the shirt.
It is.
Yeah.
It also highlights
represent. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh man, look at that toilet. It doesn't even have a seat on it.
No way.
Ew.
No way.
It's almost as bad as a toilet in Train Spotting.
Yeah.
The worst toilet in Scotland.
That's when they filled saw in.
Oh yeah. Well, that had a tank in it, didn't it? That
You got to stick your hand in there. Oh man.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh man.
Oh, his fucking tooth comes out. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Even the Mona Lisa.
Water's still brown.
Yeah. Oh. Moldy crap water.
And here we get the phone call.
What is that on the phone?
It's the phone number.
Is that a it's a smiley face. Oh,
No.
we don't. What is that what he used in the creamy mushroom soup?
I like how Tyler's doing karate in the back.
Yeah.
He's practicing nunchucks, isn't he?
He's got nunchucks there, and later on he takes a couple of very Bruce Lee kind of fighting stances.
Yeah.
And so Marla, so he's like basically, fuck Marla, I gotta go. I'm on my way out. She's like, so am I.
Which, by the way, guys, the nut shot thing before, Bruce Lee in his fight advocating going for nut shots all the time.
Hell yeah.
Word.
So she wants to give him this long thing, like I took this medicine and I'm gonna expire Xanax or some shit.
Yeah, I
and
think
she's like, I'm gonna talk to you while I die.
Yeah, do you want to stick around and hear the death rattle?
You want to know if a spirit can talk through a phone or something? Like, what the hell?
Fucking crazy shit.
What the fuck?
So then
Gets dark.
See, she looks dirty in the whole fucking movie, dude.
Yeah,
and not like dirty like
everyone does.
Dirty like ew.
Yeah.
I wonder if she had bathed during the filming of this because it doesn't really look like it. Be like, one of those, director things. Hey guys, just don't fucking bathe your entire filming of this fucking movie. Okay?
Hold on a second.
I think it's safe. So what happens here is Brad Pitt picks up the phone.
Here we go. We'll do this. Do this. Okay. All right. It should be fine.
It's horrible. Oh my
Who's
God.
that behind you, Roman? On
It should be fine. Although there is some stuff in a toilet. I don't know if we can show that.
Oh
You can show
yeah.
that. It's just fucking. It's used love. The last bits of love. Ew.
Toilet. That's a beautiful toilet. Yeah.
That really finishes off the toilet. Though. For me, it brings the toilet together.
Oh man.
Get the Clorox wipes. That's funny.
Yeah.
That is what every fucking club bathroom that when I was in a band, every fucking bathroom looked like that.
Mhm.
Except it wasn't condoms, it was vomit. It's in the sink, it's in the toilet, it's on the floor. It's fucking horrible.
But,
If you ever go into the male bathroom at like a concert festival like Ozfest, that's the same thing, man.
Like fucking disgusting. I don't know what the gals' bathroom is like, but men's bathrooms are fucking like you.
Well, Ozfest, they had like retired Marine bodyguards in all of the female bathrooms, so.
Female bathrooms are weird. They have like couches and shit. I'm like, what do you got? What the fuck are you doing?
Not all of them do, but yes, there is usually at least one chair or something. If it's a halfway decent bathroom, there are some places that I've walked in that I thought I was going to get tetanus.
There was a comedy movie. I don't remember what it was, but it was in the 80s where it was like the dude went into the female bathroom for the first time, and they had like a waiter in there and couches and individuals cleaning the toilet bowl. It was like, oh my god, this is the women's bathroom.
I think
What's wrong with men?
You're thinking of The Office. The Office.
The Office?
Yeah,
I mean, like I for a while there, like in college, I worked for a cleaning company that would clean up like football stadiums and stuff during and after games of like major universities like Auburn or Alabama or Arkansas. Like I've had to clean up, and I've got some horror stories. Both guys and girls' bathrooms can be super gross, but girls' bathrooms can get gross on a whole other level.
Just to
than guys.
Just to go back to that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Mac.
The Ozfest 2003 bathroom. The story is worth it. In the male bathroom, they left the fire sprinklers on, and that fire hose continue. Like you walked in to do what you're doing, and it was relatively clear because you were being blasted by a fire hose constantly, and the water was constant, and there was like a river of human waste flowing out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh my lord.
I was just gonna say, like going back to that scene where Ed Norton's eating his food at the table, and you're paying attention. It's like the first time where she's looking at him like, "What? Why are you like? You're so different. Why are you talk? Why you're being weird? Like, why are you completely different than when you were filling my balloons up inside me for the night before?
Yeah, well,
little subtle hint.
According to Bush, where'd he say it at? Anyway, he was. Yeah, here we go. Yep. So,
man went to work.
He was doing. He was busy. We can't sleep, so.
Well, if that's what it takes.
Yeah, can't sleep. Yeah. Let's all get insomnia now and see what happens.
Exactly. See what happens.
Well, here's an interesting thing. So he has multiple personality disorder, right? What's the reason he's not sleeping? Is because when he thinks he's sleeping, Tyler's out there making his terrorist organization.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's busy.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, he got busy, all right.
Oh, he definitely got busy.
This scene is also fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Did I call you?
Which, this looks like something out of the
way
Matrix.
she says it, it makes you think that that when she's seeing him, she's asking the question just kind of, because she actually doesn't remember. And the way you read it as a viewer for the first time is, did I call you? Who are you?
Mhm.
Is what you're getting from that reference, not what's actually taking place.
She got a nice toy next to her. Toy next to her.
Sorry.
No, it's you
It's
can
okay.
find it on a Nordstrom.
Hey, listen, I've shown
now.
worse on my stream. So shield. Oh, you're good, dude.
Yeah,
I'm the one who put the slides together. It's
I just
I'm the
didn't
one who
want it
gets
to
in trouble.
linger. Is
I know what you mean. No, you're good.
Yeah.
Do you have to let it linger?
Well, and she's
I
like,
mean, besides,
don't worry, it's not a threat to you.
Yeah, you have something to live for.
Yeah. The fire guys come in. Yeah, they're that girl used to be very nice. She's infectious human waste now.
Yeah.
So I guess like he was technically here instead of at work then. So like I guess I'm kind of confused on like when was he at work versus when he wasn't.
This is nighttime.
This is late at night.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So when it's nighttime, he's Tyler, and when it's daytime,
Doing
he's
whatever the
himself.
fuck Tyler's doing.
Plus, he has a job where he's not in the office all the time anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
and-
traveling and
yeah.
stuff.
And they do kind of touch on
Tyler's
that
job,
later when his boss
yes.
says something along the lines of all your absent days and things like
you're
that.
right, but absenteeism. But,
Yeah.
but Tyler's jobs are
Absenteeism.
also really fucking fly by night. They're not like career jobs. They're like
No.
weird dude jobs.
Yeah.
And the thing she said, ick.
Oh God.
Oh.
I haven't been effed like that since I was in grade school.
Apparently, I stumbled across it. I don't remember where it is. Apparently, the first line that they did for that scene.
Oh no!
Was-
It's on,
Yeah.
It's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the special features.
Okay.
And it is
Yes,
way
yeah,
more fucked
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but apparently David Fincher said he would reshoot it on the grounds that the second take would not be cut under any circumstances. And that's the only reason he got that in there, because they actually asked for him to put the first cut back.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
the first cut was worse. I think the first cut was worse. So yeah, he's like, so this is another good. So he's like, you work all day, and then you have to come home to this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like constant. Shit's
No.
falling down because the house is so poorly.
Man.
I half expected a bed to fall through the roof of
Oh,
like, his
dude.
room.
100%.
When this I don't know. This just bothers me.
Oh,
on-
it does.
on so
I have
many
the
levels.
Ghibli's.
The water
Gross.
in the water in the basement.
Stagnant basement water.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
No,
God,
thank
black
you.
mold and bugs. There'd be mosquitoes
Rats.
and roaches and rats. Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's that horror level.
Also,
Well,
who puts
I think this is more his head though than reality.
It's gotta be.
who puts blinds on stained glass windows like that? This is-
psychotics,
Lazy
man.
people.
yeah.
Psychotics.
Ugh.
Here's the
You wanted? What do you say?
What are you
What does he
doing?
say? Like you want to finish her off?
You want to finish?
Yeah.
You're just gonna sit
Oh,
and
God.
brushing
Back
your
again,
teeth
probably
really
not
hard. So I guess this is where he retreats to when Tyler is with her,
Mm-hmm.
because he's obviously retreating to somewhere. Like Tyler retreats. You see where Tyler retreats to in one of the upcoming scenes. You get this weird kind of psychotic thing of oh yeah, worker bees can leave, even the crows can fly away. The queen
Maybe,
is great.
maybe that house has also become his cave, kind of like they
Oh,
showed earlier
yeah.
on. That's where he
Nice.
goes when he can't
Great
deal
point,
with
man.
what's happening.
Then he spends all his time at work doing haikus and sending them to everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't do any work anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you can't smoke in here. Oh, is this
Hey,
where he brings him the? Did he find the thing, or just no? He hasn't found it yet. He just told him to go home.
Yeah.
Put yourself together. Yes, this is my blood. Yes, I'm comfortable with that. I am enlightened.
And this is where he's using the toothbrush, which
Same
I hope is not his
toothbrush.
own. Yeah, to get the blood.
I think it's the only one.
But well, she comes.
Oh.
Oh wait, who's on the phone? I can't remember who called him.
It was the
She
police.
did, right?
No, it's
I thought it was
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's the investigator.
Yeah.
He's talking about like what actually happened in his apartment and stick of dynamite with all this shit,
Yep.
like
Like a
chemicals.
homemade,
and,
homemade dynamite.
yeah.
Yes, that is very shocking. Just tell him what he wants to hear. Tell him that you did it, man. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, good Lord. Are you taking this seriously? Yes, I'm taking this seriously.
Very
My
seriously.
entire life was in that
Yeah.
apartment. That apartment was me.
What the
I'd like to
actual
thank the
fuck
Academy.
is this? That's not creepy.
No shit, right?
I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
Boosh
the
push. That was a good comment.
What?
All those bottles on the sink.
This one here?
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, no, I didn't. I have no idea what day of the week it is during most of this.
Neither.
He doesn't even know what day it is in reality. You think he's going to follow a movie?
That's true. I have no idea. Still not wearing pants.
Yeah, Roman's still on the pre-Georgian calendar.
What year is it again?
Well, that one didn't
It's a
start
very
getting used till
different thing.
1736. So whatever they were using before that.
Yeah, this
So-
this
Could you
is
imagine
what
when
he
it
does as Academy speech, but it's
when
the
it
whole,
was-
that's basically the scene.
When they were going to film this, they were like, okay, find the most dilapidated, disgusting building we could find. We had to put Brad Pitt and Ed Norton there for a year. It's like, can you imagine?
And she comes in this disgusting, dirty
This wedding dress.
Gross.
It's a bridesmaid.
Bridesmaid's dress.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It looks just like she walked out of a Tim Burton film.
Yeah,
She
like
did.
she was zombie or something.
Not
Sleepy
surprising.
Hollow.
Yeah.
Was she in Sleepy Hollow?
She was.
She was
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's wife.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Tim Burton movie, so yeah.
Okay.
That's why I
She's
mean,
in everything. She was in everything.
She was in it was Sweeney Todd too, and
And then, then she was in Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter.
Mhm.
Yup.
Or wait,
was a lot
no,
less
she wasn't in the
vulgar than
first
that.
one, was she?
She was in
Uh,
basically
Yeah,
all of
whichever
them.
one. She was in it.
No, I think it was a couple down the line. So when they introduced
Yeah, it
the
was a couple
weird
down the line.
little cult people thing.
Mhm.
So while he's talking to her, and then they keep going in close, like when she's grabbing him, right? And then it goes in back onto the toothbrush with the foam coming off of it. It's almost like, yeah.
Oh,
trying to cleanse. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you know,
Oh yeah.
she's
yeah,
like
yeah.
grabbing him, and then
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
are we done here? Yeah, I guess we're done. And then it's not that we don't enjoy her little visits.
Again, it's another situation where he's treating her like shit all of a sudden. She's like, wait, what?
Well,
She does not
as we
realize
all know,
she's confused.
gentlemen, that's why she keeps coming back.
Yeah, it's very true, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Or not unfortunately.
But also, look at Brad Pitt. He's wearing
Look at that shirt.
Gym
Oh
pants.
my God, what a mess.
Fucking great. He's getting
and
pissed at him too.
Yeah, it's like, why can't you tell her to get the fuck out of here? And he's just like wiping his armpits with a towel or something. It's just very really fucking disgusting.
Marla juice all over him. It's all right.
Oh, God.
Nos.
Fucking blast, man.
Ugh.
God.
See the deal. It's
Yeah, he's saying
Oh,
that.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
questioning
yeah.
his existence. Yeah.
Mhm.
He looks like a tweak. Look, he's Canadian. He's wearing maple leaves on his shirt.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that
That's-
explains everything.
Eh?
this is when we're going to make soap. Oh,
This
scene
part was
disgusting.
freaking disgusting. Yeah.
Oh,
One of the worst scenes in the movie. Absolutely hideous.
So glad I was not eating.
It's liposuction fat.
It is David Fincher, and Chuck Palahniuk originally, but they bring out such a visceral disgust in this movie Like from the way the characters.
Yeah. He still keeps trying to.
He's trying to grab it with his hands.
Yuck.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Infectious human waste. Yeah. They go to a fucking liposuction clinic and they melt the fat down to make soap out of it. You know, it's, but
I mean,
he
his
also
business
says
card
something-
doesn't lie when it says all natural.
He was not lying.
True.
And he's telling him how to make dynamite at this point.
100% organic. Jesus.
You add these chemicals to it, yeah.
Yeah, well, he was describing, when the human sacrifices would wash, they'd burn the bodies, and then the rain would come, and then you get the soapy discharge in the river at that point, and that's where they could do the best cleaning. And he was all fascinated. He's like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah,
is lie.
So he kisses his hand to kind of wet it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It attaches itself.
Yeah, so the chemicals will stick.
Look, this is a chemical burn.
And now he's doing the Benny Jesuit paint box.
Yeah, from Dune. Yeah, too.
What does he put on his hand, guys? Do you know? What does he put on him?
Some kind of caustic chemical. It's like a.
It's like powder, wasn't it? It was horrible.
Yeah.
It's lie.
Yeah, it's lie.
Yeah.
Lie, not lime. Lie. L-Y-E.
Cannoli knows what lie is. Cannoli.
Bit of lime juice.
I don't know. Why would Italians know what lie is? I don't know.
What are you trying to say, Roman?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
What?
Yeah.
Why do you think I live in a desert?
Exactly. Yeah.
You dig your own fucking hole next time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and then with the spare tire, he's got a bag of a shovel, some rope.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Sassy sees me leaving the house. She goes, "I just don't ask questions, honey."
So now he's telling him, you can wash it off, right?
Yeah.
Or you can let it burn, and you go through the pain and
his face.
Yeah.
He keeps trying to go back to his pain areas, like the cave and and it's there you go. He's like, nope. He keeps slapping him like, no.
Yeah, he's like, no,
of your life, man. Don't approach it like those dead people do.
Right.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Yep.
He's trying to get him to hit bottom. That's his goal with this entire scene.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
And so he's like, look, I already have a scar.
You don't know what this feels like. And then he accepts it as soon as he sees Oh, look at that, though. Fuck off.
Gross.
Puts vinegar on it, right?
Yeah, because it's a base.
Neutralizes it.
So it's a base on the chemical scale. So and you need to put acid on it to neutralize it.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Which is why for our battery
it to
shop that had acid, we use boric.
That is not the recommended way to take care of your skin, though.
I thought he was going to pee on him, honestly.
No, he's going to work that night. He has to save it.
I don't want to see that cut.
That would have been great.
Dude,
Roman, can you make Ginger big screen just for a minute? I want to see the colors. Ginger Ninja's picture looking awesome.
Oh, it looks
Let's
great.
get an update.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice,
That's awesome.
dude.
It's like looking in a mirror.
I guarantee you. Like looking at me. Yeah.
That's what I've got a reflection of myself I'm working with.
If you look at the paint palette,
Yeah. Just don't show Gingy shirtless right now.
Is that what's in hiding?
Yeah. Dude, you're going to be able to sell that one.
Really, dude. It's
oh,
nice.
God,
It's
dude.
really
Hopefully
good.
some of the ladies will be really interested in it.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. We all know Josh McDonald's going to buy it.
Josh, I don't know if you're out there tonight.
You know
but
what? We're gonna see Josh in Vegas. I'll buy it for him and just give it to him.
We are, yes, Josh is going to be in Vegas this year. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Actually, get to meet him in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make it back out there again, man.
It's fun.
This is what Roman looked like on an average work day.
That is every fucking day. It's true.
That's what he looked like when we went to the mob museum. Just like cannoli, where am I?
Oh my god! I was so hungover when we went to the mob museum. I thought I was going to die.
That's not the wait, that's in another place, right? That has the Bonnie and Clyde car. That's like down by the.
They have the what did they have there? Cannoli. It was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
St. Valentine's wall with the holes.
Yeah.
The bullets are still in it, actually. Yeah.
With the bullets.
It was pretty
that they had
cool.
extracted. It was the whole
Me
thing.
and Roman had a lot of Italian pride during that tour.
Well, and some of the things were very racist against Italians, though. Look at them
100%.
running in their Italian loafers.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that?
Racism.
Fuck you.
See,
Fuck
we
you,
suffer
museum.
too. I want
Sure, you have to
reparations.
leave now.
That's it.
This is the scene where he found his like,
Yes.
the rule
Yeah.
for
They,
fighting
um,
on the printer.
He's like, oh shit.
They were renovating a police station in New York about 20 years ago, and they took off the old, like, crappy modern face and found the classical brickwork. And embedded in it was a steel plaque that said, "Blacks and Italians need not apply."
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not surprised.
see?
I'm not surprised
Us
at all.
too. Us too.
Yeah, we got it too.
Yeah,
This is great. This scene though.
I'd be very careful who I show.
Yeah,
that.
I love how he play. He basically just switches to Tyler here, because he even says like, "I'm going to use Tyler's words," and he just that's great.
Whoever did this.
I love his description of the weapon he's going to use too. It's like so specific.
Very specific. It's oddly specific.
Right. He's like whoever wrote this must be really dangerous.
Yeah.
Hopping around into friends. Someone you know for years, or just don't bring me every bit of.
Well, I mean, this is Tyler. Like even though
this is him. Yeah. He's finally.
My tit's gonna rot off.
Somebody's going to have to clip that.
And then she's stealing people's food out of the for Wheels truck.
Like, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's like, I got you one. Are you hungry? I got you one. It's like, oh,
she is so fucking skinny.
That's love.
You can
It
see the ribs in her upper chest.
Yeah.
Well, like she's tweaking out. Like, bruh, she's an addict, and also she's like living the addict's life. Like, this is how it is.
Much. She's
Like, if you feel hungry, you just take some cocaine. You'll be fine.
Appetite suppressant.
Exactly.
This is not medical advice.
That's the secret, huh?
If you want to live less than 5 years after you start doing drugs, then sure.
Oh, he's got to help her do a breast exam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feel anything?
Thank you.
No, nothing.
Thanks for that.
They don't show it. What a shame. Roman, I'm going to have to bounce, mate. It's lunchtime here.
Oh.
Before I don't worry about outro. Before I go, can I ask the panel if anyone's read the book? How different to the book is it, or how similar to the book is it? Because I haven't read the book.
Never read it.
Okay. I didn't read the.
They do a nice. What the fuck was that? They do a nice job. The end is very different.
Okay. Interesting.
There is a comic book called Fight Club 2 by Chuck Palahniuk, which is supposed to take place after this. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. I white at first.
Is that any good? Left Eye. Is that any good?
Avoid.
It's I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it gets a lot bigger, but it disproves the Marla not being real theory.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Oh,
so it actually is pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
And that was Palahniuk who did the comics as well. I myself, I didn't dig it. I prefer it as a one-off with a very ambiguous bit. And the book, like I said, the end of the book, you get a bit of an epilogue, which is kind of cool, though. So if you haven't read the book, it's an easy read. It's not very long. And I know so Matt is not a fan, but I am a fan of Chuck Palahniuk. I've read like 4 or 5 of his novels. And I would definitely recommend Fight Club. So that's me. It's also
I am going to probably read it tomorrow because I didn't even realize I was looking at my audiobook like library and I'm like, oh, when did I get this?
Yeah, not everyone is gonna like everything you read. I mean,
no, it's true. Exactly.
My only point I was surprised I couldn't even force myself to read it. That's why I said all that like complex, obtuse stuff that I forced myself to read in some cases, like technical documentation or whatever. Like I was.
Well, it's good to get different points of view about it. Definitely.
That's true.
But yeah, guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, this has been a blast. It's so good to make it for once on one of these streams, and I'll be in the chat. I'll just be having some lunch. I'll see you later.
All right, have a good one.
All right, Greg. You take care, brother.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Take it.
That was it for Greg. It's like, why am I so big all of a sudden?
Hello.
Great, awesome.
Nas, I'm going to pronounce it the way I pronounced it for the last 20 years. If it's wrong, it's just fucking wrong at this point. You know, it's you know, we're Italians. We do what we fucking want.
Yeah, we don't know how to speak English. That's fine.
Look, try to pronounce my last name, you're going to fuck it up just as bad. Horrible.
Look at Bob. He's got tits and he's happy though. He's got his tits are happy.
He's like Cornelius. Cornelius. He's so excited. He's like
eating donut, eating Krispy Kreme. He's eating Krispy Kreme again. God damn it.
Yeah. And he's drinking what is that?
A Sunny Delight.
Sunny Delight. Yeah.
Ah, Sunny Delight.
Oh, those are so terrible.
My God.
I know.
All right, so Shilo, we need to kind of move this. We need to get to the third act here.
All right.
So this is where Bob's telling him, you know, hey, I found something better than fucking No Nuts Club. And he's but what Bob doesn't realize is that the narrator is Tyler Durden, and it's funny because the narrator feels slighted when Bob talks about Tyler Durden.
Yeah,
like he's a secondary character, and he's like, but we're equals, and it's like clearly not.
No,
he said, "Did I hurt you? Yeah, you kind of did, Bob." And here's and this is another solid scene here, and I'm slowing myself down now, where Tyler is talking about first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. I see a lot of new faces here, which means a lot of you are breaking the first rule of Fight Club. But this is where he goes on about consumerism again. You know, we work jobs we hate to buy shit we don't need.
Yeah.
We're not going to be rock stars. You know, all this, you know.
We were promised all this stuff on TV and it's not going to, and now we're pissed off.
And it's all bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. I'm fucking Lou.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Yeah. Like, I know guys like that.
But it only doesn't work. He has to go down the basement.
Right. This is pretty goddamn funny though.
And he tells he wants him to get out of the place, and he just keeps egging him on.
Yeah, I like this.
Nope.
He's like, I got it. No, lost it.
Son? and he's telling everybody to hold back because he's got a plan here. It just shows how fucking twisted and fucked up he is. And right up to the point where Lou lets his guard down just a second. And then fucking Tyler leaps like a fucking badger.
Oh yeah,
honey badger.
We really like this place, Lou. Come on, let me have it. Let us just have this time, Lou.
Coughing
Come
blood
on,
into his
promise
mouth.
me, Lou. Promise me. You don't know where I've been. And he's just fucking dripping all over.
Lou, please, Lou. People are throwing up in the background, and
it's so good.
It's like, oh god.
And this, to me, is the beginning of Act 3. This is where Fight Club becomes something else.
This is where he gives them missions, like individual missions, like pick a fight with somebody.
And lose.
Yeah.
And this is hilarious.
I like how the priest starts beating this shit.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah.
Yep.
That priest looks like Tony Hale. Forgot to look that up. I don't think it is though. But what he's saying here is everybody, your natural instinct is to run away from the fight, not to run into it. And you know that's something that I think you have to know when is the best time to run into a fight, because not all the times are great times, but sometimes you have to do that, you need to have the balls to do that.
This part was fucking nuts.
So he goes in here and he's telling him, hey, F you and whatever, and he's like, I'm going to call security. So he starts beating himself up.
And I can't. And this is the funny part. This is where he says, "I can't help." For some reason, I think of my first fight with Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see his self-fighting skills on display.
He's self-fighting.
I don't even know if this is possible.
We'll
I don't
find
know
out
if you
Vegas,
could do this to yourself. Probably.
We'll find out.
Yeah, he's just beating the fuck out of himself.
Yeah.
And the guy is just looking unbelievingly at him like, oh my God.
What is happening?
He's got glass embedded in his hand.
Oh, it's so disgusting. And cool.
Oh.
It was awesome. Great timing.
Yeah. Why?
Awesome.
Please don't hit me anymore. Please.
So,
Don't.
what he did was he went in the office and he told him, because he's like, hey, you've been absent a bunch and you're kind of a piece of crap and whatever. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll be a consultant and I'll work from home. And my consulting thing will be, I won't tell the rest of the world what a piece of crap company this is. And tell them about how they should be doing recalls when they don't. And he's like, what? I'm going to call security and get you kicked out of here. That's what he does all this.
Yes.
So consequently, he still gets paid. He gets all these airline miles so he can fly anywhere he wants. And he gets all this computer stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're fun. Now they're funded so they can do Fight Club all the time now.
Right. Yeah. Fight Club every day of the week.
And now this is where Tyler's homework assignments get more
elaborate.
Yeah, look at that priest beating the shit out of that guy. That's the
Uh-oh. What happened here? All right, there we go.
I don't know what happened here.
The little advance arrow kind of went away. Now they're destroying everyone's TVs, which you knock these antennas over nowadays, you'd just be getting rid of an artifact.
No big deal.
Yep. Although they did have some. This one is what they're doing is they're wiping all the tapes with a magnet.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many people watch that these days and have no idea what he's doing.
My first thought was like those are those tapes and like why are you would never. Kids today never. My kid. I was telling my kid about that part. She came down while I was watching. I go, do you know what this means? She goes, I don't even know what those are. I'm like, yep, that's how old I am. Thank you.
What did she say when you explained it to her?
She went back because my dad, we still have VHS. You know, she's seen them. My dad has them, but she just didn't like put it
artifact.
Everything's on her goddamn phone, and it's like it's and her Apple TV. It's like it's so different.
This part was cool. They put a bunch of bird feet on a roof,
shit,
and then the birds shit all over these cars. I think they might have given them like bird laxative or something.
Yeah.
And then they print all this stuff out.
I like the fat guy on the side. It's like Louis Anderson coming down a fucking.
The shit's all on fire. They're all dead at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh god, that is so good.
And while this montage is going on, Tyler and the narrator are talking about other fight clubs that have been popping up.
Yeah, this is the best one. Where it says you're supposed to put the mask on before the child.
Fuck that
like,
kid.
Screw the kid. Yeah.
That kid don't need no nothing.
Sorry, kid. I gotta survive.
Performance artist molest. Fountain
missing monkeys found shaved.
You joke about it. Basically, Tyler Durden invented Antifa.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah,
that version. Yeah, he blows up the Apple thing. That was a very
because he put gasoline and all the.
That was good. Yeah. This part was crazy.
This is where they go and they get this guy.
This is an interesting scene. Harold something.
It's like
what did you want to be? What did you want to be, Harold Kessel?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
What did you study? Stuff.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen a Tony Robbins speech quite like this.
This is different. This is a different kind of motivation, Beer. This is
definitely.
So he asked him what he wanted to be. And
Raymond H. Hess. Raymond K. Hess. Thank you, Boosh.
I wanted to be a veterinarian. And he's like, all right, we'll go home and start studying to be a veterinarian. Don't do this anymore. And I know where you live.
If you're not on your way to becoming a veterinarian in 6 weeks, you're dead.
Yep.
This is driving.
Visit by members.
Yeah, and Ed Norton's like, what the fuck was that about? He's like, tomorrow he's going to wake up. It's going to be the best.
You know what, though? It is true, though. Like when you go through a traumatic experience, when you get out of it, everything's just better. It's like you just so happy to just be alive. You're just like, oh yeah. You appreciate things more, you know.
Oh, that was it. Go back just a sec, Shieldwall.
Oh, that fourth wall break.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
So this is where he's just kind of vibrating and talking. You know, you are not what you own. You are not what you own. But that's where I think Tyler retreats to in his brain is this when he's not when he's not the narrator. I think that's where he goes.
You're not your khakis.
Because he doesn't look like that the rest of the time, though. He's not all sweaty and weird looking.
No.
Like I said, it's like he's caged up.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was my thought on that scene. Why
Nobody cares, Roman. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Roman. I love it. I love you, Roman. No, that's true. I actually agree with you there. There's Marla again. How many condoms did he use this time?
And this was an interesting scene though, because he's talking, what are you getting out of this? She's like, what do you mean? Why does a weaker person need to latch onto a stronger person? She's like, well, what are you getting out of it? And she thinks that she thinks he's talking about them. And he's like, no, it's nothing. That's totally between us. And she's like, what do you mean us? And in his head, he's hearing all this fucking shit in the basement, all this construction going on. Oh, fuck! This movie is too long.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I know it's my fault. We keep talking because it's hard not to.
No. It's like the button will disappear and then I'll click it and it won't do anything for a second. It's got to like catch up or whatever.
Yeah. This conversation is over.
It's over.
So somehow
I use that line a lot,
which I guess goes.
The water's gone.
Which was what Matt, you said that the water's really imaginary or something.
I think so. I think the condition, because the kitchen house, the condition the condition of the house changes, even though it's grungy a lot. It's always looking as if someone's cleaning up and wrecking it. So that's why, is it the state of his mind? Like the house is messier when
his mind palace
screwed up, and is it cleaner?
I like that. Oh, this is where they're recruiting people.
Yeah, if they're fat, tell them they're too fat.
You got to stay out. You got to stay out there for 3 days with no food and water, and it's like, oh my god.
And then they can start their training. And they just berate these guys.
You're going to join Brad Tifa.
I'm trying to remember where I saw that.
Brad Tifa.
Where I remember that he was in Band of Brothers.
Yeah, was he? Yeah,
yeah. Like they're just beating the shit out of him.
You're too old, fat man. Your tits are too big.
Okay.
You're too damn.
If that little bit right there with Bob actually played out, what would he have thought? Because he was told leave, and then the guy who told him to leave immediately was like, no, just stand here.
Yeah, he's like, he's just fucking with you. You just gotta just endure it.
Crazy, right?
Things move actually pretty rapidly from this.
They do. Well, they have to, because now you have to get to the.
You're zipping through. What Project Mayhem is.
Well, actually, think about it. You have a point there. Think about like the perspective of you have like when you're young and you have a friend who's kind of like a jerk and always do something jerky to you and then be nice, jerky. That might have been how that conversation played out. Yeah.
So, Steven's got to go. Night, Steven.
See you, dude.
Yeah. Have a good one, man.
See you later.
Now the bus driver is dropping him off in front of the Paper Street property.
That's awesome.
Right, like because his network is so big now, he's got like people, all these underlings and stuff.
So now the Project Mayhem stuff is really getting underway, and they're doing bigger and crazier and more fucked up things. Which is the points. Kind of. This is where they go off the rails, though. This is the off the rails part. As far as
they start going too far now,
where things were like made sense as far as the masculinity part and the guidance. This is the lack of guidance. This is where that goes awry, and because you never had someone to help focus that rage, it becomes this
spirals. Yeah,
which is what Project Mayhem is. It's exactly that. It is disruption of society. It's this is effectively terrorism. This scene is fucking funny, though.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, what do we do about Brad Tifa?
Yeah, we cook your food. We did it. Don't fuck with us.
We watch you while you sleep.
Yeah,
These are the people who you depend on.
Was that Mark Wahlberg?
It looked like him. It wasn't though.
Don't think
it was
so.
the guy.
That one dude. Yeah.
It looks just like him. Yeah.
It's
they're gonna cut his
Bill
nuts
Walton,
off
you know?
if he doesn't fucking comply.
We're on the
His balls are
beanbag.
ice cold. These scenes are, remember, you get your memory on these scenes though, because you see them again, but from a different perspective, which is one of the interesting twists of the movie when you finally get there.
Reservoir Dogs was before this movie, right?
Oh
Yes.
Yeah.
Not far before it. Though,
Reservoir Dogs was like 94, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I thought it was like
right.
closer to the mid 90s. Yeah. He just unleashes on Jared Leto here.
Yo,
because the narrator is jealous of that character. And
You're not going to make any shitty Joker movie. You're going to not do it.
Yeah, he must have had a premonition.
Doesn't Tyler Durden's character walk away at this point?
Yeah, he does.
Good job, Psycho.
Where did you go, Psycho?
I want to destroy something beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Reservoir Dogs.
92. Thanks, Corey King.
92. Wow.
Wow. Fuck.
I knew it was early. I knew it was earlier than 95.
Look at
Pulp
that.
Fiction was 94. Yes, yes. Yeah. That all comes together. Thanks. Oh, this is how Tyler puts him to sleep, and this is important. The scene itself seems kind of meandering, but it's actually very important. So they're going on a car ride, and they're fighting in the car. And what happens here is Tyler just is driving because more and more erratic, and they're just having kind of a bitch fight. But Tyler's like, "Look at you, man! Look at you!" And Tyler lets go of the steering wheel, and he keeps trying to grab it back. He's like, "Let go, just let go." Now that's what he's talking about. Is he wants him to let go of control so that Tyler Durden can be Tyler Durden for a lot fucking longer. That's what the scene means.
Well, the scene is also, he asked the two guys in the back, "What do you want to do before you die?" And they immediately know what it is.
I want to build a house.
Yeah. and then, but he keeps asking Ed Norton's character, "What do you want to do?" And he's like, I don't know, man." So
I can't imagine being the two guys in the back, like,
I know.
witnessing
What
this.
the fuck?
those guys are in for the long haul. They're hardcore. They're ready to
How
die.
many of those guys are more personalities?
Yes, exactly.
The scene where they all had the masks on, what to do, except for some of the core guys we see where they're around a lot. Maybe we're seeing it because there are other personalities, and they wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's a visual cue to us as the audience.
And so they just let the steering wheel go and just let the car drift.
Just drive off, yeah.
Life just
And
do what it
rear
does.
ends of the car sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah,
They go
just
down the hill.
explodes.
Yeah.
We had a near-life experience there. And then Ed Norton is down, and Tyler's describing this kind of weird scene. In the future I see, you're looking down from above. They're fucking grinding corn up. That's the room I'm in. They're grinding corn up and drying venison on the empty highways and shit like that. It's kind of a weird
it was like
bullshit.
when he's talking about it, I thought it was like Last of Us 2 or
Right.
Fallout kind of situation. No, because how he was explaining it was it's way in the future and everything is like all like bombed out and destroyed.
Yeah.
So you're just, eating like rad roach meat or something.
Oh.
Eat
Hey, where's
some
Tyler?
bugs.
Tyler, and Tyler's gone now because Tyler's gone off and done everything he did for a bit. He wakes up and the house is its own entity now. There's so much going on.
Self-sustaining, yeah.
What's amazing to me is that out of all, well, maybe it's because of modern day, but like not one woman tried to muscle their way into this.
Right.
But it doesn't fit. Well, now you're right because they couldn't make this now because fuck the world. But at this point, even now though, it does fit the dynamic of the male environment of I don't know, the disregarded male environment. This is where the lost boys. Think of it like that from that perspective.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be like almost like more like Arlington Road at this point. If you tried to update or make it like Tim Robbins movie, it'd be like Arlington Road.
Man, he's fucked up.
How did he get? He's got cauliflower ear, and
I understand your pain, Jared. I understand your pain.
Oh, poor ego.
Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Oh. Yeah, Marla's asking where Tyler, about Tyler. Or what did she ask? Something. She comes up and he's like, he's not here. And she's confused again. Tyler's gone. Tyler's not here. And then you get this scene. Oh, poor Bob.
Oh, Bob.
They went on one of their Project Mayhem things, and things went really bad, and Bob got a bullet in the head.
Sorry, I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're getting the.
What about Bob?
His name was.
And
what is?
Yeah. His name. They're going. He's going. The narrator's going kind of crazy at this point, because they're in Project Mayhem, no one has their name. He's like, shut up. His name was Robert Paulson, and he was my friend.
And they're like,
the other guy's I understand. In death, members of Project Mayhem
have received a name.
His name was Robert Paulson. And they all start chanting, and then and I love it when he's doing the traveling, when he starts following Tyler's thing, and he goes into that one room, and they're all chanting, his name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
So basically, what Tyler had been doing was going around and making new chapters of Fight Club.
Yeah.
But Bob Paulson was the first martyr for Brad Tifa. Oh my God.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, this is also a true statement, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
And he's just following Tyler's trail right now, looking.
And these
for
guys
other,
are like, yeah, it doesn't exist. Wink.
the other fight clubs.
And this is where. But here's the other thing: is this is when he starts to figure out that that they all recognize him.
Yeah.
Right.
This is
His
name
is Robert Paulson.
Yeah, and this is the guy. This is where Jesus. And this is where it comes together. He's like, is this a test? No, it's not a test. You, the man who gave me this. You're Tyler Durden.
Say my name. Say my name.
Tyler Durden, you fucking freak. What?
Hold on, sorry.
And then Tyler's like, I told you not to talk to her about me. And he looks totally different when you see him now. So he's changed in his perspective to this.
There he is.
And now he's wearing like a fur.
Yeah, he looks very feminine.
Weird thing.
Yeah.
And his hair's his head's
It's
shaved.
metrosexual, I believe it's
eyewear
called.
changes too. I don't know if it was intentional in the film, but I did see somewhere that somebody commented that his previous glasses were red tinted, which is something insomniacs might wear to try to block out blue light. And now that basically his plan is done, he's shifted over to a whole new style, including his eyewear.
This is when he starts to realize that Tyler's not real, and it's really him doing it all.
That was awesome.
Come on, you're almost there because
hold
we're
on.
the same person. I talk like you want to talk. I dress like you want to dress. I fuck like you want to fuck.
This is him when he's fighting himself.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Right?
That's why he said it reminded that when his fight with his boss reminded him of his first fight because he hit himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's out here drinking by himself. He's making the Fight Club by himself. Oh, come on, man.
And it's explained that sometimes he sees himself as Tyler in Tyler's place. Sometimes it's like removed, imagining what Tyler might be doing.
Well, I mean, again, amateur pop psychology, from what I read, his personality is starting to try to weave together as he's coming closer to Tyler. One personality, and Tyler becomes more like him. The memories start to overlap. That's my pop understanding of what I read.
And then, so when he was passed out, he made all these phone calls.
Basically, to stop himself. Yes, the movie in the audience has no. The house is all emptied out now. Everything's fucking gone.
Right. But they made a bunch of explosives.
They made a bunch of dynamite.
Yeah.
Bathtub semaphore.
And so he starts looking, and then he starts calling, and he finally gets a hold of someone at one of the buildings. He's like, "Look, you need to get out of there. I think you're in real danger." He's like, "It's all taken care of.
Everything's okay, sir. We're good."
It's like, oh no. And then he has the brilliant idea of taking this to the police.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We go to the Marla scene first.
I want clean food. Then I go. I wouldn't recommend the cream soup.
Look at all these people are like, they're all these people are part of it.
And he's like, "Look, I really like you, Marla. I'm sorry. You know, you may have noticed I've been a little quirky. He's just like a little Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Jackass." And he's trying to keep her safe. He's like, I want you to get out of town. You need to get out of town for a while. And she's basically just trying to get what the fuck?
They had to hire more kitchen staff to keep making the soup.
Yeah.
God.
A lot of soup.
Oh.
So he throws her on a bus, gives her a bunch of dough to tells to keep safe.
You notice while she's walking towards the back of the bus, everybody just stands around her. I didn't notice that until this last time I watched it. Like, you see all the people stand up and just kind of hover around her seat.
Oh,
they got her.
They got her.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's at the police. He's telling them the whole deal. And the funny thing is, the lead cop is not in on it. He's like the one guy in the room who isn't in on it. He's like, I'm going to go check this out.
This part is
and as soon as he leaves, the other guys are like, you're very brave for doing this.
Yeah, it's very ingenious, sir.
He's the one good cop that had it.
You told us if anyone tried to squeal, we had to take their balls.
Mm-hmm.
Even you. Mm-hmm. He's like, whoa, what the fuck, guys? You're police officers.
Listen, I am Tyler Durden.
Yeah, you said you would say that.
I think this was just a ruse by the director to get his pants off.
Right? Oh shit!
This is me on any given Friday.
Down at this cop shop.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting concept is if the Tyler personnel was in control, he would have kicked all their asses. Like he wouldn't even.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
And we're very close to the wrap up here, though. So he's running through the streets like a maniac, and he sees the sign for Franklin Street. So he knows where they are now. Now he's at one of the buildings, and of course Tyler shows up.
Yeah, I like this.
He's like, not the green wire. Don't pull the green wire. Please, whatever you do. He's like, I told you not to fucking touch that one. And
he switches from joking around disarming the bomb to in just a minute freaking out whenever he's shooting, as he says, like, you're shooting at your invisible friend in front of 40 gallons of nitroglycerin.
He gets his ass. I mean, God, how the fuck he survive?
He does. He beats his own ass here. It's hard. It's hardcore.
I'm kicking my own ass.
I love the video segments of him doing it. Are fucking
yeah.
That's pretty
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and now we're back. And
right,
this is
we
pretty
go.
much where we came in.
Full circle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the bus comes around with Marla.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like is so that now the narrator is trying to bring it all together.
Yeah.
The gun is in Tyler's hand. No, the gun's in my hand.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you gonna do? You know, the gun's not to my head, the gun's to Tyler's head.
Yeah.
And this part fucking looks so fucking.
Oh, they did an amazing job.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It's just the effects here are incredible.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the side of the face blows out. It lights up as the fucking barrel goes off, and then he somehow
what's that smell?
Himself, yeah, what's that smell? The back of Tyler's head is fucking gone.
See, maybe it's just me, but I'm not convinced that he actually gets rid of Tyler here. I'm kind of on the side of Tyler actually ends up taking over.
That's what you get from the comic book. And like if you read the comic book for Fight Club 2, that's what it's mainly about.
Yeah, because I kind of see that as he finally let go of everything. He gave up and is willing to just do whatever needs to be done. And that's kind of what Tao has been pushing him towards this entire time.
Get some
That's a good
gas.
Get some gas.
Oh my God, to your face. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like how he just shot himself in the side of and he's like, I'm good.
Blew out the back of his neck, and he's like, I'm good.
It's a clean exit wound.
Merely a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Fuck. And that's when everything just starts blowing up.
And then the destruction happens.
So Object Mayhem succeeded, didn't he?
Right. And so the whole point of Project Mayhem was to blow up these financial buildings because it was supposed to destroy all of the debt records.
Which is a stupid concept, really. But
yeah, even back then they had stuff on servers or
backup.
I also, and one of the things I do wonder about is if this actually happened or not. I don't know. This is one of the many things that I'm not sure happened or not. And someone else brought up actually on the Twitter feed before the show that this building would have blown up too. Now, in the movie, you don't get that. In the movie, this is the end. It ends with the world, with all basically the city blowing up and all the electricity going out around them. But in the novel, you get the follow up to this where he's been arrested. And you get that whole, like I said, kind of an epilogue to what happens here.
I see.
And it's good. It's worth it. It's the whole, for me, like I said, I didn't enjoy it, but everybody likes different things. For me, I very much enjoyed the ending to this. But with the end of the city, we do need to wrap this up, and I apologize for that. We could go on about this for a very long time. I'm going to blow up our good friend James here and this fucking impressive Tyler fucking Durden.
Dude.
My God.
I'd smash.
Very nice. It's very nice. Very nice.
That is fucking beautiful, dude.
Yeah, look at that. God. That's some good work right there.
Very nice, dude.
Holy shit. Every fucking
It is. It's amazing how what great art he can crank out in just the amount of time it takes to do one show.
I mean, I can crank out some cool stuff in about,
Dude, you do a collage, man.
That is quality red Tifa propaganda there, Ginger.
That's amazing work. Wow.
So it's a very layered movie. Like I said, we've only been talking. We could have talked about this movie for 4 hours easily. We talked about it for about 2.5. Because it's not just Fight Club. It's not just the narrator and Tyler. It's not just Marla. It's not just fucking Bob's tits. There are so many aspects of this movie, and you can't look at them from the same angle. I mean, when you watch this movie the second time, you watch it differently. When you watch it the third time, you watch it differently because you've seen things now that you didn't see before, and you know things. Even things that you thought you knew before, you see them a little bit differently. And that's the beauty of David Fincher's version of Chuck Palahniuk, and I'm going to pronounce it the way I want to, is novel. So we do, like I said, we do have to wrap up now. I apologize for that. I'd love to be able to talk a little bit more, but the world is what the world is. So Shield Wall, what do you have coming up, my friend? And we have to keep these brief, by the way.
Yeah. So Jacob Ironside, if he gets his internet fixed on Tuesday or whenever he has his next show, I'll be on that, and I will be on the Thursday show next week with you, where we talk about our favorite toys.
Oh,
yeah, not those kinds of toys, people.
Oh, never mind. I'm not. I was gonna watch it. No, I'm not watching it now.
All right, but thanks for having me on. Thanks to the chat. It's been great. Lots of fun.
Awesome.
Right on. Mando, what do you got?
This Saturday, we've got some more Dungeons and Dragons on the Inside All Day Podcast Gaming. And we'll see what happens, because last time, apparently my character has made waves. So yeah, you should watch the replay of last.
Oh my!
Did you pee into the soup?
No, she pooped in a bag in an alleyway.
Nice.
Whoa.
We all haven't done that.
Weaponize that poop. Weaponize
Tuesday night.
Maybe last week.
Cannoli, what do you got coming up, buddy? What's the big shows?
Big show Monday. Mischief Mayhem movies back with the Dune 2021, not that shitty 1984 version. Sorry, Roman. I love it. I'm just giving you shit. I'm just kidding. And then I'm going to be on the next Tuesday, with the Gourd King on his show to talk about the Breakfast Club. So just look out for me there. I'll shout everything out on the socials. So just look out for it.
Right on. Nice to have you back.
Of course, dude. Anytime.
Beard of Liberty, defender of property.
Let's see. This Saturday, after the Weekend Harder, we'll be covering some pop culture topics. Haven't gotten confirmation on our guests yet, so I'm not going to shout anybody out. But as soon as I know, it'll be out on X, Twitter, Twix, whatever you want to call it. And then on Monday, we'll be wrapping up our totally not gay, just bros watching rom-coms month of February with Can't Hardly Wait.
That's a good one.
That was a great one, yeah.
That's a good movie. I like that.
Gay fast. All right. Matt Loaf, what do you got coming up, brother?
My Sharp season 3, episode 1, Sharp's Gold, that dropped like literally at the start of this show. So that's up now. Masters of the Air, episode 6 will be up in a day or two. Episode 5 was up 2 days ago. I probably will go over Avatar. Maybe not. So that's hypothetical. Next week on Roman's The Toy Show, I guess we'll call it the toy, History of Toys. And Friday Fandemonium tomorrow, where my fan films I will be highlighting at the end will be some Dresden Files fan films.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know they made those. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excellence. Ego, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Man, it's been a full week. Sunday, Shiro and I are going live for our Ordinary Games episode live stream. You may even see us a highlight of our dance recital that's going to be going down this Friday. What you call it? I got Wednesday. I'll be interviewing Paladin Dragon for his Night of Cold Hunger, kind of his launch party there. And then Thursday, dude, you know, me and Roman had to get back together and on his live stream again with our favorite toys. So full week, but I'm ready. And
not those toys, God damn it.
not the ones that buzz, not the dildo.
Damn
right?
it.
Not the,
Right on. Nice to have you back on here, Ego.
Thanks, man.
Ninja, James Harris, our good friend from across the pond. What do you got going on, buddy?
Well, nothing as far as I was supposed to be on Ironsides, but he's got some router problems. So once that gets fixed, I guess I'll be showing up on his show. But in the meantime, I'm getting ready for an exhibition. This is nothing on the YouTubes, but I'm going to be in like in a 4-man exhibition, so I'm getting some work done for that. There's no nudity here, so I can show it. So I'm doing these oil paintings of this one model. Everybody thinks it's Taylor Swift, but it isn't. It's not Taylor Swift. So it's funny. I've been getting a bunch of comments on Twitter about it. No, it's not Taylor Swift. It's
yeah.
But what else is it? Oh, geez, I don't know. I'm going to USJ next week, so Universal Studios Japan. So yeah, I'm gonna have a good time there.
Awesome.
Do they got a Harry Potter world there?
They do. It's
Okay,
not.
cool.
It's not as big as the one in the States, but it's very nice. So I'm gonna have me some butterbeer and chill out. And they got the Nintendo land there. The Nintendo world.
Wow.
So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, thank
I'm
you
gonna go
so
see
much.
Mr. Bungle. There we go. So hey,
fucking Mr. Bungle. God damn
the
it.
newest album. Check it out, Roman.
You know how I feel. You
later.
know how I fucking feel about them, dude.
Roman's got to put pants on first.
I'm not putting pants on.
Thanks again for having me on the show. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for again sharing your art with us. Thank you to the panel. Thanks to Gray from Wakizashi Teahouse, and to everyone who's been with us tonight. And thank you to the chat. My God, so much good and inappropriate stuff. I loved it. It was fantastic. So we will catch you next week here Thursday at 5 Pacific Standard. We're going to do a little bit of pop culture news, and then we're going to do a lot of our favorite toys from when we were kids. So you're going to get a whole spectrum of things there because we're all different ages. So it's going to be a
Spectrum
lot of
is the key word there.
Thank you all. And until next time, be kind.